Hello, and welcome to the World at War. Here on Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that means it's our Scion 2nd Edition campaign. I'll be your story guide, Jason from Over the Nerd Turtle Network. With me as usual will be Sarah playing Sasha, Eric playing Connor, Decca playing Talarius, Duba playing Robert, Rap playing Jaden. You can't see her; you'll see her later. And then I almost went to Sarah again, but I started with her.
I'm
On
playing
my
Sasha
screen,
twice.
I started with her. I just did a loop around. All right. So last week there was an interview where Connor got himself on the local TV. What did the rest of y'all do? For some reason, that's the most memorable something.
Research and
Yeah.
surveillance.
Oh, that's right. Connor broke out some woman's window for no reason. Other than establishing that, it was not the Alpha Dogs still using that house.
Yeah.
It worked.
It did. It was effective. They saw the police carrying the brick away in a little baggie. Three of you went and researched at a library. Had a conversation with somebody else there who had her own little take on the conflict between the gods and the Titans. No butterflies showed up, but there was still a butterfly-oriented incident there.
Yeah. One of them crashed into the floor.
Little ceramic ones that the library had on the walls. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything, though. And then in response, apparently, to Connor's interview, someone took over the TV station.
Yeah, James did.
And I believe that was, grab my note. James Dorrance.
Yes.
The person that was in charge of the Alpha Dog fraternity when it lost its license or whatever, when the college shut it down.
We allowed Jason a monologue for the first and only time this campaign.
Because y'all weren't in the room with the character who was monologuing.
Yeah.
That's
we couldn't be like,
secret
oh,
to
this
getting a
channel's
monologue.
horrible.
Though be careful, I have in other campaigns used the monologue as a booby trap. Because I'm like, as soon as he starts monologuing, this character is going to do this. And then that's going to cause a large explosion.
Starts monologuing. Shoot him!
Well, it was a superhero game, so they were a little less bloodthirsty than that.
Shoot him with your psi beams.
So we ended with y'all racing to the TV station. Y'all had all just arrived.
Monkey
Connor
Man did a flip.
Yeah, Connor had jumped down amongst them. You had a couple of them throwing Molotov cocktails at the police. And I forget, had you laid one of the guys out or just smacked him really good?
I crashed into him like a human meteor, and his cocktails are no more.
They'd rolled out of arm's reach.
Yeah.
Where his buddy had smoldering hands that they were using to light the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we'll kick off just right now.
We hadn't rolled for initiative yet.
No, and Robert drove over with his truck, so we're like all in the back.
Yep. Yes, he had jumped the curb and was in the parking lot. So y'all have pulled the little barricade that the two Alpha Dogs had set up, and they're behind. Connor's behind it with them at this point, and y'all have basically pulled the truck up right in front of it. And the barricades like overturned desks and stuff they drug out of the building, so it's nothing It's
Sasha
nothing that y'all
changed,
can't just get around.
and Sasha
What's that?
changed her hair so she doesn't look like herself, like pink.
So pink hair and blue eyes or some weird combination.
She looked basically like Gem from Gem and the Holograms.
Oh hell yeah!
I remember that now, yeah.
I have consumed food to go.
A
Congratulations.
Alright, so everybody give me a roll with your... Is it your dexterity and your combat skill? I know it's your best combat skill that you're potentially going to be using. So for these guys,
Oh yeah, this is like 1 dice. Oh wait, no, I lied. It was more than 1 dice. 1 success though.
and don't forget successes are only 8. I say that because I was just about to forget. Okay,
Would you accept a technology skill as my combat skill?
I would not know.
Given what I did last time. All right.
I'll try though.
I gotta try sometimes.
You miss 100% of the shots you do not take.
Hey, 2 successes.
All right.
That's pretty good because that's only like 3 dice.
So y'all got 2 successes, 1 success, 1 success, 2 success, and 2 success. And the fella Connor plowed into is laid out.
I believe so, yes.
So there's only one of them standing here on the outside at least. And he got 0 successes.
Some say he's still waiting for his turn to this day.
Mm-hmm. Just out
So
there
what that
making
means
dying whale
is
noises.
all of y'all go first in whatever order y'all want to, because the initiative
Right.
rolls basically set up the slots.
Okay.
So all y'all go before the guy with the smoldering hands.
Hang on. I'm
Well-
gonna. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Also, since that dude is out, that I'm sort of standing on, if y'all are okay with me going first,
Sure. You're already there.
Go
It makes
right
sense.
ahead.
fair enough.
I was supposed to say you are like right on top of the person, so knock yourself
Yeah.
out. Don't literally though.
Knock him out.
Oh, it'd be hilarious if he rolled bad enough to knock himself out, though.
That would be hilarious. Do not tempt my dice.
You swing the staff and extend it, but it extends out the wrong end. Pop yourself in the face.
Yeah, he's gonna.
That sounds.
I mean, there's
hard.
dudes with fire and everything happening, so it's whatever. He's just gonna pin out from behind the ear, extends to the staff, and he's just gonna try to spin and uppercut the guy
Okay.
with the staff. So it is 4 successes total.
Okay. He's gonna try to raise his defense.
Mhm.
He raises it by 1.
Okay.
So that's 2. You said you had 4 successes
Yes, I did.
because you rolled 2 and you've got the enhancement from your skill and your weapon.
Because it's a melee weapon, and then I have my specialty with bow staffs now.
Mhm.
So that gives me 2 successes, I believe.
Right. So you
Left.
overcome his with 2 left. You can damage him for 0, which will knock him out. But if you wanted to send him flying or something, you've got enough successes to make it very cinematic.
It's the other guys.
How far away is he from that picket that got set up?
Both of them were kind of standing right behind the barricade they set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the police, you got the open parking lot, and the police have kind of blocked off the far end of the parking lot. So 40 feet or so, at least.
Okay. So say I wanted to use his other 2 successes to use shove to try to knock him into the police.
All right, let me pull up my
Damn, whose side are you
combat
on?
stunts.
No, we're gonna knock him to the police.
No, I understand what you're doing. I on a literal sense, but if we have a J. Jonah Jameson in this world, he's gonna be like, that monkey's a menace.
Probably.
All right, for every one success that you beat the difficulty by, you may push your opponent back a number of meters equal to your might. How high is your might?
4. So
Is
that
it
would
really?
be 8 yeah.
Oh
So
god.
it'd be 8 meters. So that would be 24 feet. That this guy's going
So you're
flying.
getting
I can't-
most of the way to the cops.
I can't do math.
I think you said he was KO'd from the
bro.
hit.
Yes, he is KO from the damage, though.
Okay, and then just
So yeah, you
Yes,
come up, but at an angle, so he hits and he goes arcing out over the parking lot. And
yeah.
hits and skids, about 10 feet shy of the police cars. And for a second, everybody on that side just stands there and looks at it. And then you see a couple of the cops shake it off and run out there and start, handcuffing him and checking his pulse.
I mean, as one does.
And then you start hearing some of the news guys from other stations further back start chatting excitedly into their mics as they're gesturing towards the cameras, and you hear at least one guy screaming at his camera, "Did you get that?"
He'll just spin the staff and look at everybody else, just sort of an expression that says, "You coming?" Can't hear you, Dega.
All right, so everybody else is everybody going in?
Yes.
No.
I don't think he's just booping in, booping out to get his volume
There
to
we-
work.
Cool.
There we go.
I have to keep
Okay.
getting out and getting back into Discord because it hates me. Anyway, is it too late to say Tulare?
All right, you cut off when you started saying your name. So what was that?
Here, wait,
Got nothing, dude.
Blackie. Still nothing?
I heard
Well,
that.
we can hear you right now.
Ah, I'll use that for now.
Okay.
All right, cool. I hate Discord. Anyway, I didn't
all
hear
do.
what Jason
All right, Eric was saying that he looks at everybody like, "Are y'all coming?"
said.
And then I asked if y'all were all hidden in there.
Oh yeah, no, I would. We are. I was gonna go next if that's okay with the rest of the class.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I was asking if it was too late to say Tularius had a GoPro or something.
No, it's a perfectly reasonable something for him to have.
Yeah. So it's like strapped somewhere on them. It's like going. And they'll kind of hop out the truck, run up on them, and kind of like I'll look at Sasha and be like, I'll be a distraction, kick their ass, and they're gonna go up and attempt to faint.
I am not good at. Okay. Moving Smoochums ahead, like, come on, Smooch.
The way it says, I have to designate the ally.
Let's see.
No, you're good.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you have to pick which ally that you're assisting.
It's a little weird because it doesn't seem like I'm making an attack at somebody per se. So I guess it's just waiting for me to come up with like successes.
You would have to describe to me what you were doing to be a distraction,
Okay, I can do that.
and then I would either assign a difficulty or roll some dice for whoever you're distracting, and then whatever successes you got,
Okay.
you could help other people out with.
Sounds good. So yeah, they're gonna go like in the middle of everything going on, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, Alpha Dog assholes! You want some of this?" They're recording.
All right, so you're screaming that as you go through the front door into the building.
I'm never going to be
Yes.
subtle.
All right, so that is y'all's first two.
subtlety.
The subtle.
So that's Connor and Telarius.
They are not subtle. What do
Not
you want
at
me to roll?
all.
What would you like me to roll for that?
It's going to be kind of social oriented, so I would make it your manipulation.
Would it be
Well,
a
actually-
persuasive roll?
Manipulation or presence. I would
Uh-huh.
almost say presence because you're going more for manipulation
Like
is
self-revelation.
finesse. You're not really using finesse to do this. You're just running and screaming. So maybe
Yeah, I'm just running
presence.
and yelling.
which is the social power stat.
Sure.
Subterfuge might work. Persuasion might work.
Be
Yeah,
right
go with
back.
persuasion.
Mother
Go with
calling.
persuasion. Go with persuasion.
Okay. So persuasion and persuasion and presence.
Presence.
Okay, cool. It's the other way around, actually.
Yeah, whatever. I'm still used to
Persuasion.
vampire where you
Yeah, I know.
named the stat first.
I get
Ooh.
one success, and then I get because persuasion is my specialty, I get another.
All right, he also got a success.
I got one extra.
So you got one extra, which means you're
Goes to Sasha, is it?
yeah. So whatever Sasha does, well, can't talk. Sasha's next attack has a enhancement on it, a +1 enhancement.
Sure.
On it.
So Teleris is just gonna like run, like as they're saying that, it's just kind of like assholes, and then they're gonna like still recording them because Sasha told them that they didn't like being recorded, so they have their GoPro going, but they also have their phone like this.
All right, ready? And there are a couple of guys just inside the door. I mean, not like right up on the door. They're
They're a little bit
visible
of
as soon as you
distance.
run in, I should say.
They're just double birdsing as they walk back.
All right, so that leaves Jaden and Sasha. Who's going next?
And Robert,
Robert.
right?
Robert hasn't gone yet either.
Where am I?
2 of our slots have gone. So 2 of our 2s have gone.
I mean, it's okay. I'll just continue to be the Nos and just hide in the shadows. It's fine. I don't have to do anything.
Until he does, and then the world burns.
And then he just
Yeah,
pulls out his gun.
What do you have there? A gun!
I'm,
No!
I'm just imagining just him somewhere in the background, just like I was like, "Where'd Robert go?" Turns around, just shotgun right in their face. It's like
Yeah.
cold.
All right, I was counting down wrong. For some reason, I was thinking 3 people had gone, but only 2 had gone.
You're right. Whoever wants to go next, go.
I mean, I guess I can. I mean, if anything, Robert would just, hop out the truck and I don't know, what would be a good thing to do?
Well, all your teammates
guess
are running
he-
into the building, so.
I mean, he'd follow behind them, but I'm trying to. I know he definitely would have his. You know what? I'll say the pistol as a last resort. He's just going to kind of follow up behind Connor and Telarius. Just like, well, I'll break into a fist fight first, but if it gets too ugly, I say he kind of pats his side with where the pistol sits.
Nice.
All right, well, as you run in, there's 2 guys. They've got an overturned desk. They're crouched behind in the hallway.
Hilarious. It's like giving them the double birds as you approach.
And one of them is leveling a shotgun at Telarius.
It's like
They
he
just-
took my mention of a shotgun as a challenge.
At that point, Robert would be ducking behind whatever cover he can find and be pulling the pistol like, well, I didn't want to have to use this, but someone's about to shoot the place up.
Mhm. So
So what was initially going to be just fisticuffs has turned into oh so much more fun.
So as you run in, it's like a little foyer area with this hallway.
Hmm.
So the only real cover you've got is you kind of get to one side of the hallway. So you're still in the
Just
little foyer area, pressed up against the wall, shooting down the hallway.
Oh, what fun.
But you may certainly go ahead and make your attack.
Do it.
Alright, let's see here. What do I need to make an attack here? Probably what? Dexterity and firearms?
That would be it. Because you're not far enough away to be using composure, I think it is, or there's another one or resolve maybe. There's another one you use at great distances, but up close, yeah. Dexterity is
Okay.
fine.
And
Ooh.
All right, so you
I
got
got-
2 successes. Their defense is naturally a 1. It's bumped up to a 2 because of the cover they're taking behind the desk. So that succeeds. You can of course do damage for free. And were you shooting the one with the shotgun?
oh, I have a pistol, not a shotgun, but yes.
No, I
he'd
said, are you
be-
shooting the one with the shotgun?
Oh, sorry, I misheard. Yes,
Okay.
that'd be the one he'd aim for.
So yeah, you take cover, you spin around, you shoot.
Hilarious is watching it.
Well, no, you're busy giving the double
Yeah.
boost to the guy who's leveling a shotgun
Go for
at
it.
you, and then suddenly his shoulder just explodes in red, and he falls back screaming.
Oh, that's gonna look so good. Thank you.
I don't know. Would YouTube let you put that up?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's got to be against YouTube's terms and conditions.
fist
of,
fights YouTube
content.
don't
They
have any trouble with.
they know what they're doing.
They'll put little special effects of glitter or
They'll
something.
fix, it, they'll fix it in post. It's fine.
They'll superimpose a glitter bomb going off right over that.
Exactly.
Oh, the dogs are full of glitter.
Who'd
keep shooting
have
them.
known?
So he goes down. His buddy next to him, lets loose an expletive. Now we're down to
So
Sasha or Jaden. Who wants to go?
I'll go.
And do you have the doggos with you?
Oh yeah. She threw
Oh, yeah.
Smoochums in the back of the truck, and then it's like herding Hippo Butt ahead of her.
Go Hippo Butt, I choose
Um,
you.
Pretty much.
All of Spruce's heads are growling. They seem to be of one mind at the moment.
What do I have to roll to? Because it shows, Smoochums would have a secondary pool of 7 for grappling or 9 for biting. Would I just roll those many dice?
Yes. Yeah, NPC stats tend to be broken down just into here's kind of the main thing they do, secondary thing they do, and then anything they're doing kind of in desperation.
Okay. Smoochums is going to go and try and, for now, grapple the one that does not have the. Well, does the guy still have the gun in his hand, or none at all?
The guy with the shotgun dropped it as he fell back as he got shot. You can't see him now because he fell back behind the desk, but all you're hearing is moaning from him.
Okay. Smoochums is going to go and attempt to grapple the other one.
Okay. So give me a roll for Smoochums.
And it's everything above 8, correct? So 2 successes.
Okay.
Ugh, 7 dice. No,
And then
2
grappling
successes.
falls under athletics, I think. No, there's a close combat, so. Alright, that's. Ooh, he only got 1 success. So Smoochums beat him by 1. So establishing a grapple.
You'd have 2 successes because feint. You got that
Oh,
extra
I
one.
forgot about that one.
I'd get
You're
3
right.
successes then.
Well, 2 after his defense.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, establishing a grapple, you force your opponent into a grapple. Both you and they can only make grappling physical checks until someone breaks free. The person who initiates the grapple is in control.
Smoochums
So-
is in control.
So Smoochums has run up and basically snapped down on one of his arms. The guy's, trying to control his mouth with that arm and grabbed him with the other one.
Smoochums has that look like, I will do a death roll.
Is it a gator roll when it's like a hippo body?
That's
It's a
even
third of a
worse.
hip gator roll.
But if he does it on a heel, the hippo body actually helps because then he tends to roll downhill.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. What?
Okay. And I think that is my turn.
Okay. Rap, what is Jaden gonna do?
Well, she's gonna go run in with Spruce and have her pistol out.
Okay.
Duba put his halo on.
And probably go past Robert and Sasha to go where Connor and Hilarious is.
Okay.
By my count, you've taken out both of the people that are just right in the front, right?
Well, the guy grappling with Smoochums is not out yet. He's
Okay.
just grappling.
I think about the
He's
two.
occupied.
The two that were in front of the door that were throwing Molotovs that Connor just.
Yeah,
went-
both the ones outside are out.
Yeah,
One of
those
the
guys are
guys
down.
inside is out, but one of the guys in the hallway is already out. And the other guy is just currently occupied with Smoochums.
Gotcha.
They're thrashing around. Smoochums' mane's flying.
Get the 2 dogs and 4 heads to converge.
It's like the
And
worst
it-
game of tug of war ever.
And is there nobody else is there for me to worry about since they've been taken out, right?
Not in this little hallway. Now, elsewhere in the facility, elsewhere in the building, there's probably more people.
Okay. So yeah, she'll just go to where, like the Connor's Hilarious is. Nobody's around them, right?
No, not at this point.
Okay. And that'll be it for her.
There's such thing as like holding an action, right?
I don't recall that there is necessarily in this one. I don't remember for sure, though.
Okay.
Generally, if you want to go later, you just take, one of the later player slots.
Yeah, but there's like if-then statements you can make to like taking your turn, right? Like
If you
bad
wanted
guy
to
shows
say,
up-
I'm lining up a shot, and if he moves, I shoot him, yeah, we'd let you do something like
Yeah.
that.
that's more what I'm talking about
Excuse
when I say like holding an action.
And if then also action.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Behold, action.
Okay, well then she'll just have her pistol out, just kind of up, ready to take a shot at the first non-friendly person she sees.
All right, so y'all have run into the hallway. One guy's down. One guy's wrestling with Smoochums. From one of the side rooms, you hear some shuffling noise. You hear sounds like it sounds like you hear a man whimper from inside one of the rooms. But nobody else comes running into the hallway just right away.
It's one of the
Hilarious
rooms.
will-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hilarious will be like, you guys, if you guys hear that, I can take care of that. You guys are more fighty than I am.
Is it left or right? Like, is it near? It's near them.
It's in the hallway, just a little bit past the desks where these guys had set up.
Okay.
This hallway looks like it's probably a couple of offices.
Sasha
Some of
will
the doors
open,
are open. The whimper sounds like it came
From, like, a
out of one
desk?
of the closed doors.
Oh,
Sasha's
okay.
gonna test the door handle for the closed door.
It's locked. From inside, when you rattle the handle, from inside you hear a man scream, "Stay out! I don't have any money."
She'll say loud enough, "We've cleared this part of the hallway. The police are outside. Go outside."
There's a
Necessarily
pause,
the truth yet.
and you hear the
This part of the hallway.
Okay.
you hear the little pop where the guy obviously pulled the door handle on his side.
hmm
He cracks the door open.
Hi.
Oh, thank God you're not those frat boys.
No, come on.
Go. Go.
I'll help you out. I'll help you out.
He steps out of the hallway. He looks glad to see you. Then he sees Smoochums and Spruce, and he's like,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
and
about
he
it.
literally turns around to head back into his office.
I
They're
get
on
it.
our side. Go.
I get in with them. It's
if
okay.
you take him by the shoulders and kind of move him along, he'll skirt
It's
kind of
okay,
the
it's
opposite
okay.
side of the hallway from the animals.
I am literally using my knack here. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And y'all
it's-
recognize him as one of the older anchormen
Yeah.
on the station.
Come on. I'll sell you the footage later. It's fine.
When you say that, and he realizes you've got a GoPro on, he starts straightening his tie as he's going, smoothing his hair down a little bit. By the time you get to the front door, he's looking a little. I mean, he's still a little freaked out, but he's looking a little more professional.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
We'll fix this in post.
It's hilarious as they let the person out. More coming. And
When you
they'll
get to
go
the
back
front door, the
inside.
police have moved up to the barricade. They're taking care of the other guys. It's a front glass door, so they see you before you just busted the door, so nobody's
Sure,
putting
sure.
guns on you.
Yeah.
They of course recognize the anchorman too. They take him off your hands.
More coming. Close the door on them.
One of the officers is like, and you see him, the door is shut, so you hear he's chatting with his buddies, and you're pretty sure the conversation is something along the lines of, "Should we be letting them do that? Shouldn't we be in there?"
You want to argue
And
with
one
a
guy
kid
kind
with
of
a
goes,
giant alligator
"Fire
dog?
hands. I'm not going in there."
Back in I go with the rest of my team.
I love that. Fire hands.
One day from retirement, man.
So's my car.
Mm,
I could be 30 years from retirement. I ain't going in somewhere that if I see somebody running around with their hands on fire.
It's like my first
That's
day, and
true.
it's like,
I'm just immediately throw my badge down.
mm.
I'm gonna go become a hermit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Are we at the top of the initiative order again?
Oh yes.
Wait,
Mm.
there was only those two bad guys?
So far.
In
In
this
this
little
area?
hallway, yes.
Okay.
Is there like an upstairs, or is it just the halls that go like left and right?
So this hallway moves forward to these big double doors. You've got a
Uh-huh.
light up sign on it that says "On Air." It's not currently
Of course.
lit,
Sure.
so you figure that opens up into the main studio area.
Okay.
And Talarius is into this sort of thing, so he'd probably realize there's probably a couple of smaller little studios.
Mhm.
Probably
So, like,
some other
some of
offices.
the- some of the other rooms on the sides are like smaller studios, maybe.
Right.
Okay.
Now the ones in this hallway are probably all offices.
Sure. Hilarious will go just be the carefree jackass that they are.
Mm.
Just be like, Sasha, and
Mhm.
they'll guide Sasha as just do like a knock check on the door on the
Yeah. I was gonna say she would help clear the hallways.
Okay.
on the different doors. Goom goom.
The rest of the other 3 office doors in the hallway are already cracked open.
Okay.
And you glance in, they look like they've been you see where drawers have been pulled out.
Sure. Because I Jeremy was immediately going to ask how the hell they have time to get desks there for cover, but That makes sense now.
It's
Oh, actually,
really
yeah.
organized, pulling it out.
You're right. The desks are missing out of those 3 offices because you had 2 of them
Sure.
up front and then the one in here.
Yeah.
And
So
some
all 3 of
stuff,
them
some
are
drawers have been pulled out. Look like they may have done a quick ransack or just a quick, search
just
for
looking for some.
anything valuable.
So
Not
just all 3
a
are nothing in there.
big pardon.
So all 3 of them are like nothing in there.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
people.
There's just a mess where they threw stuff around. Everything that was on the desk
Clear.
just got flung off.
Clear. Okay.
Busted computers, that kind of thing.
All right, guys, forward. They're like,
All right, y'all get to the double doors at the end.
Mm-hmm.
does it have like one of those little glass windows that you can see through?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on?
You see, Soledad, I believe was her name.
Yep,
Mhm.
Soledad.
Oh, that's right. She had the last name I was having trouble pronouncing, so we won't even bother with that.
Soledad Depolito.
Yes, I believe
Depolito.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. She is still sitting behind the anchor desk where she was in the video. I can't remember if she was gagged when y'all saw her on camera or not. She is
She
now.
was tied.
So she's gagged now, and she was also wrist tied, we assumed.
Well, yeah, because the way she was sitting, her arms were out of sight, but it looked like they were very, probably very flat on the chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anybody else besides her?
Not that you see through this little slot of the window.
Sure.
Are there any other means of entrance through this into this room?
Let's see, looking through there, you can just see some side doors over kind of out where the set is, over to the side.
Do any of you want to try to go that way? Monkey Man,
Hmm?
I think you're better suited to the frontal approach.
Well, do you want to do a pincer attack? Have somebody else hit from one side, I hit from the front?
Yes, actually. You read my mind. It's like the art of the war or some shit.
Uh-huh.
Clarice doesn't know shit about
I will wait here then until you get there.
Got it. Robert, Jaden, which one do you want to come with? I'm already taking Sasha. That's already a given.
I'll come give you covering fire if need be.
Cool.
And I'll cover
They're
Connor.
they're already going.
She's
Trying to find a way to get to the side door.
she's gonna go back and Smoochum's still grappling the one dude.
Yes, give me a roll for Smoochums right quick.
Smoochum's still eating face.
Oh, Smoochy. No
buddy.
successes. But that does give us some momentum.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Let's see. I thought I wrote down y'all's what y'all's momentum was.
We're at
We're
2
at 2
now.
now. Jinx.
Bitch.
I'm just gonna
Does
write
it carry
move.
over from other sessions?
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know that.
All
I
right,
just
y'all-
assumed we were like stuck every time.
All right, so he got 2 successes. One of those was a 10. In this game, 10s explode.
Mm-hmm.
My baby.
He got another 10.
Oh no.
So that's got him up to 3 successes. Okay, so he got 3 successes.
My boy.
So he is now in control. He has managed to flip Smoochums over on his back and get his arm loose. And he just takes off for the front door.
Where the cops are. Okay.
He's now the cop's problem.
Yeah,
Was
not
he-
my problem anymore.
He didn't appear to be using any kind of magic.
No, he
As
had
far
a
as we can
pistol in
tell.
his hand that he dropped when Smoochums jumped him.
Okay.
He doesn't
Good.
take the time
Cool.
to grab the pistol, he just takes off.
You know
Do
what?
I see a cop immediately tackle him?
Well, no, all you see is him. He's heading towards the foyer.
Okay, fair enough.
Sasha is going to grab the pistol and the shotgun and hand one to whoever does not have some kind of firearm.
Solaris has like a shitty pea shooter, but they'll take a shotgun or yeah, sure.
She's like, take your pick. Here.
They just do it for the cool sound effect.
She just puts it like in a
Always wanted to do
large
that.
pocket after she like makes sure it's not going to fire or anything.
Mhm.
She seems very uncomfortable when it just puts it in a pocket and then grabs Smooch and is like, no, do not chase. Come on, let's go.
And he was getting rolled over and really wanted to chase.
Oh yeah. That squirrel ran off and I need that squirrel.
And it was kind of adorable because it took him a couple of tries to get rolled back over properly.
He's a big boy.
It's like a turtle trying to like.
Yeah, you know, hippos don't wind up on their backs very often.
Right. So I guess the game plan is the three of us are going to look for a side door to get to the side.
Actually, she'll leave Smoochums on the side with Connor and Robert.
Okay.
Or Connor and Jaden, or Connor and Robert?
Connor and
Connor,
Jaden.
Jaden.
Connor and Jaden. Okay, they've got. Then she'll take with because
Yeah.
too many
yeah.
animals on that side. Okay.
Yeah, because I was about to say Jaden has Spruce with her.
All right, so Talarius,
That's three
Sasha,
animals.
and Smoochums are running around the other way.
And Robert.
And Robert.
Oh, and Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
we're
leaves
trying to.
Jaden, Connor, and Spruce ready to go through what we'll call the main door.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure pulling ahead in first before we like fully commit to a room.
All right, so what y'all do is y'all drop back to the foyer. When you get there, there's another door, you know, but going off another angle from the foyer. That it was closed when you came through. It's open now. It's the way the fleeing guy went. He didn't run outside to the cops. He ran
Okay.
around.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Smoochums fetch.
Smoochum takes off.
If it works.
We'll follow Smoochums, I guess.
All right. So you run past several more offices. Some of them are shut up tight. Some of them are open.
Is there any of them that are anyone in?
You don't get any responses
Okay.
as you beat on doors.
Sure.
One of them's got a
Just did
little
their
window.
active
As you
shooter
glance
training
through,
drill.
you see where like this office had a window to the front, and that window is now open. So whoever was in this office has climbed out the front of the building, apparently.
Smart.
Yeah.
You know, Smoochins was getting out ahead of you. You see him run past one open doorway and hear people inside basically go, you know, what the hell was that?
Oh, that's our cue.
And you see a younger guy in I say younger, 20 tops, in a ball
20s.
cap, stick his head out, you know, looking the way Smoochums came. Or not the way he came, the way Smoochums was going. You just run up and clock him from behind.
I just try to get a cheap shot while he's like looking.
Yes.
I see a ball cap. That's me seeing red right now. Besides, what actual like hostage is gonna be brave enough to put their head out while that's going on?
If I saw a crocodile, lion, hippo dog running by, I'd be like, what the fuck?
See, I'd be climbing on a table or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Neither crocodiles nor hippos climb.
That you know of.
The lion part, though.
A third of them's really good at climbing.
It's all about the feet. Whatever the feet are determines how good they are at climbing.
Front legs are lion.
Okay.
So
But anyway, I
we'll
see
just
ball
use the
cap,
same
I
initiative. I'll
assume.
just let the goons keep going on 0.
Sure.
So yeah, you can use your slot to run.
Do I get any
Gotta-
bonuses because he's like looking at Smoochums?
I'll give you an
Hope this
enhancement.
isn't an intern.
I'll give you an
Okay.
enhancement. So as long as
Yeah,
you get a success, then you get a bonus.
Okay. So
I'd say
this
I'd-
is I'd say dexterity close combat. Or are you gonna call might here?
Dexterity or might, either way you want to do it.
I will use dexterity.
Watch this be an intern.
Local YouTube's internet sensation clocks intern during hostage situation. Says,
Oh.
my bad.
Yeah.
2 successes.
All right, he's got a defense of 1. He's not going to take any action to try to be more dodge more because he doesn't know anything's coming.
Mm.
So yeah, you just run up.
Does he crumble?
Well, you know, he was like that, so yeah, he just kind of falls forward, into
Does it
the
look
into
like-
the other
does-
door frame on the other side and slumps to the ground.
Does it look like a? Does it look like a? What's it called?
Is it an
Now
alpha
that I'm
dog
looking.
hat?
Yes, he is wearing an Alpha Beta Omega
Haha!
Okay.
fraternity hat. Uh,
Mm-mm-mm.
That's my turn.
and you
Not
hear somebody else in the break room go, Tyler, and start forward.
Okay.
Like you hear a chair scoot where this guy's jumping up. Whoever was talking is jumping
Sasha
up out of a
whistles
chair.
and calls Smoochums back and kind of pokes her head around the door frame.
There's
Send
2 other
Smoochums that way.
folks in kind of Alpha Dog regalia inside. And several guys in like headsets, and it looks like the behind the scenes guys that run the station.
The techs.
Some of their they're techs and
Do-
whatnot.
Do any of the? do
They're
any
all
of-
like tied up, sitting at the table.
Is any of this like audible to like Connor and whoever?
We did go down a hallway and through a doorway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
just
not hearing all
double
this.
Okay.
Smoochums is, you know what? We'll try grapple again.
All right, you ever switch him? He kind of stops and turns. He's got this look on his face, like, but
That's a really
but
stupid
bad
name.
guy.
No, bad guy's here.
Yeah, and he comes running back.
Ooh, a 10.
That explodes.
All right, is
So
he
do I
going for the
just-
guy that's still sitting or the one that jumped up?
The one that jumped up,
Okay.
because I'm
So-
assuming he's closest. So
Yeah,
what do
roll-
I do for a 10?
Roll another d10.
Yes, 10's explosive. It counts as success, and you roll to see if you get another success.
Oh,
But that's still 1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay.
Does Smoochums have an enhancement, or is this just his dice pool?
I don't think he has an enhancement.
All right, so he got 1 success. He's trying to make himself more dodgy. He got 1 success, so that's 2. Or so his defense is 2.
Oh, Smoochum's defense is 3, just for knowing.
So that's you got it. 1, 2, 3. All right, so Smoochums once again. It's he runs up. He tries to snap at the guy. He tries to grab his arm. The guy kind of catches his mouth and is trying to hold it closed, but Smoochums kind of forces him down on the ground, and he's not pinned like he can't fight back, but he's not going to be able to get up and go anywhere. Smoochums is in control.
Hmm.
Okay. That's my turn.
And that's the 2 of y'all that are there.
Mhm.
So the other guy
Robert's
will
three of
go.
us.
Robert's still there.
Oh, I forgot Robert was going with y'all. Robert, what are you doing?
So let's see. We've got essentially somebody being attacked, or Smoochums is trying to bite somebody.
And it successfully
Aggressive
knocked him down and
smuggle.
is kind of standing over him. So
There's at least one more person, as I heard that.
right, there's another guy in the Alpha Dog stuff. He just hasn't gotten out of his chair yet, but he's in the process of kind of turning around, like he's
Robert would probably pull his pistol up, just kind of look at the eye, like, I said, don't try anything funny. I've already got one of your buddies in the say coming on in here. I said, I don't mind making it too. So he's going to hold an action, but he's going to have the pistol pointed.
okay. How brave is this Alpha Dog? And how
You can roll for
stupid
it.
is he?
Roll to see.
Fitty fitty.
It's like straight cunning.
He dives at you.
Okay.
You're like, don't do it! And he just springs at you. His hands splayed out, and you're seeing electricity arching between his fingers. He's magical.
Oh.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
that's
confident
fine.
because he's magical.
Of course he is.
Yeah, he gonna open fire. So let's
If
see.
this hits your head, it's your own fault.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so
Alright, then
back
make
in
it some
here.
more.
Same as before.
And ain't gonna be the only thing exploding.
All right, he does
Oh
not
my.
successfully raise his defense, so you only need a 1 to hit him.
I see a 10 in this.
It does it
Oh,
when you roll in here. It does it automatically.
oh, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you roll like in the
Off the sheet.
Oh,
If you use
okay.
the
off
sheet,
the sheet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Oh
I
wait.
wonder if we can create a sheet for Smoochums and Spruce.
You probably could.
Probably could.
Remind me after session, and I'll look into that.
I was
Okay.
saying, now that I think about
Okay.
it, should I be rolling something different to dodge, or am I just, of course, just making my actual attack as he's
You're
diving
making your
for me?
attack because you were basically like, if he moves, I shoot him. So this is you getting your
Get my shot off.
If he survives this, then he'd be making an attack roll on you.
Well, I mean,
that-
I only unfortunately got 1 success, so.
Do you have an enhancement on your weapon?
The weapon all weapons should cause at least a 1 enhancement.
Oh, okay. Well, then with that, I get to, I guess, take a shot at him.
No, you have 2 successes.
Well, this was the shot, so that makes
Yeah.
2 successes. So you can do damage to him with 1, and use a ranged attack.
Ranged
Stunt, rather. So pin, knockdown, empty clip. Disarm. Critical
Oh, you
hit. You have to have
disarm a
4
man
successes
who's-
for a critical.
You literally disarm him. That's how you disarm him.
Sounds like a lot of ow to me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Get-
I think
you
the, I
get
think the
screwed.
simplest one in this one would just be that when you hit him, it does the damage and knocks him down. Where he was springing at you.
Okay, but I say we'll do the knockdown then, because I quickly got down to the ranged attack and I see what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll just do a knockdown.
All right, so that means he's gonna have to spend. I'm trying to remember if it's his action to get up, or you have to get up from prone. Let's see. Oh, to knock down, the successes have to equal the opponent's stamina. And you got 2 successes. Yeah, good enough. So,
I'll allow it.
so yeah, he was springing at you. You shoot him. Catches him in the arm. He screams and goes down. But he starts kind of struggling to get back to his feet. He's not out.
Mhm.
Not like the weaker mooks that y'all have gone up against. The gunshot, Connor, you and Jaden can hear that.
Ooh. Okay. Well, they seem to be busy.
She's
I
gonna
like how they're
look
just talking.
through to see if the people in the room heard
Yeah.
the shot.
The anchor woman clearly did.
Mm-hmm.
You see her. She kind of looks over to that side door you noticed.
Okay, you said did, not because your accent made it sound like clearly dead. I was like, what? When did that happen?
The angry woman clearly dead.
That's not good.
No, she clearly heard the shot,
Yeah.
and her
yeah.
head kind of whipped around to that side door. But it's only her head that moves. The rest of her
Shame.
body is like it's still kind of held in that.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna look to see if the people in the room. No, wait. We don't know if there's anybody in the room.
Right, you had
with
not
us, right?
seen anybody else in the room yet.
That's right,
Yeah.
okay.
You hear a voice though go, "What the hell was that?"
What the hell is that? Somebody doing something stupid.
What the hell was that?
Though to be
Yeah.
fair, they'd have already been hearing gunshots. I don't guess they should be that surprised.
Yeah. I see a cat is being bothered.
He started it.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you said that, Zuba looked at me.
Because I know there's no cat around me, so that's why I'm like, wait, what cat's being bothered? Wait.
All right. So, are Connor and Jaden still going to wait? Stick to the plan?
Yes.
All right.
For right now.
Because we don't know how many are in the room besides the one voice.
Yeah.
All right. So back to the break room then. Which one of y'all wants to go first? You got Smoochums wrestling with somebody, and then you got the injured guy.
Smoochums will continue to wrestle.
Okay.
Hilarious will move a little ahead. They've done their part in this area. They got a cheap shot. That's good enough for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna move a little ahead to the side door of the studio.
One success.
All right. So that is for Smoochums. All right. So his defense is 1. He'll try to increase that. He got 1 success, so that makes his defense 2. You said Smoochums only got 1.
Yep. My boy.
All right, so that puts this guy in control now.
Cool. Cool.
I think. Let me see here. So the stunts. You have special grapple stunts. No, take that back. He's not automatically in control. But if he tries to break free, he has to match Smoochum's successes to be in control. Well, the successes are 0, so as long as he gets a success, he's in control and can do other stuff.
Okay.
But he'll have to take his action to do that. Okay, so that is Sasha. Teleris, you were continuing on.
Yeah. They're gonna continue on to get to where the door is, where the side studio is.
Okay.
Like,
It
you guys
gets
got
up a little
this.
ways, and then the hallway turns, and that's the door into the main studio.
Is there anybody there leveling a shotgun at me this time?
No.
They're gonna look through that little glass pane.
You look through there, and there are 2 guys flanking either side of the main door. That the one Connor and Jaden on the other side of.
I'll get down. Text Connor. Two in front of you.
Okay.
And that'll probably be like my thing. Actually, you know what? No, I got this. They're gonna go bust the door open and faint.
See, I know what you intend when you say that, but I still just picture you throwing the door open and then falling on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Every time it says that, it's just like, I'm gonna faint. It's like, why though?
Yeah, I thought the two dramatic
I-
ass.
From your angle,
Yes,
Teleris can
exactly.
also see Soledad. Soledad is clearly tied to that chair.
That's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, Teleris will bounce in and be like, "Wrong door, you idiots!" And I'm going to faint towards Connor this time.
All right. Jade and Connor, from peeking through the window, you see Teleris burst into the room and start screaming and pointing. Probably not these 2 fingers, but pointing fingers at basically either side of your door. Kind of that's IDing where the guys are at for you.
So presence and persuasion again.
Yes.
Woo! 4 successes.
What is the desperation pool?
Desperate.
Desperation pool is so
Desperate as hell.
Really, really desperate.
All right, one of them got a success,
So
but you got 3,
what I will,
so
yeah, I got 4
right, because you have the enhanced.
persuasion. So what I'm gonna do as I'm saying this, and I assume they're like put off by it instead of like actually coming at me, because I know Connor's on the other side. So Telarius is gonna like loop around to the newscaster
Mm.
and be like, don't worry, we've got you. And that'll be their turn.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, so Smoochums has gone. / Sasha. Telarius just went. So which one of y'all wants to go next? It's open to
It's
anybody. 'cause
Robert.
Everything.
It's Robert, Jaden, or Connor.
or Connor at this point.
I'll let you two go ahead and.
Well, she was gonna cover Connor, so she'd go behind him. So she'd go after him.
All right, sounds like Connor's up then.
Monkey
Alright.
Man.
So
Ah.
I got what 3?
4. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if they got a success, 3.
So I have 3 faint points for
Let's see. For every
enhancement?
success spent on a feint, you
Just
generate
making sure I'm understanding how
enhancement
many
on
points
your
I have.
allies.
I don't know how much ammo I have for this gun I'm about to unload.
I got
Basically.
4 successes, and I was spending them all on a feint for what it's worth.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, that gives you got 4, so that gives you 3 that you can do something with. So you have 3. You have a 3 enhancement.
Great.
for
Alrighty.
Connor.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beer beat.
Sure. He's gonna just Dorian, staff out. Hit. Well. He's gonna hold the staff in his hand, like sort of like out like this. He goes through the door. He's gonna just hold it out as it shrunk, and then have it expand that way.
Are you trying to catch them both?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch them both and slam them into the opposite walls.
All right. That's essentially multiple actions.
Yeah, it'd be a split action.
Yeah,
I
split
believe,
action. So
yes.
you use the smaller of the 2 die pools. It's the same die pool, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then you just have to assign successes to each one of them.
Mhm. Dice don't fail me now. I'm gonna use one of those momentum points just in case.
Okay.
Glad
neither
I
one
did.
of them, neither one of them manages to dodge in any way or enhance the defense. I should
damn.
say.
Got no successes on any of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, we got another momentum. Oh, we're back
Uh-huh.
at 2.
10 dice, 0 successes.
Any ones in amongst that?
No,
Asking for a
no.
friend.
No.
no, just 2s. A lot
Okay.
of 2s.
So it's not a botch.
Yeah.
Despite how bad a die roll that was, it does not count as a botch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Connor springs to the door, brings the staff up, extends it both ways, realizes he took one step too far in. So it shoots off in front of both of the alpha dogs.
Oh well. That's what it is.
One of them looks at you and his features become more angular. And the other one's hands burst into flames.
That'll be a thing. Okay.
Are either of the 2 people that are there our guy that was on the camera?
No, you do not see James.
Cool. These are corn tortillas.
So that leaves us with Jaden or Robert to go now.
Flip a coin, you 2.
So it just sucks that
Jaden
after
will
this,
go.
I wasted all 3 of those.
It
So
happens.
we have no momentum. Or
No,
one
we've
momentum?
got 2 momentum.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 2,
Oh,
but
2.
I
Yeah, sorry.
I wasted all 3 of those faint points because I got
Oh.
no successes at all.
Question: can I feint on 2 different allies?
Like split the feint.
Yeah.
Let's see, like a split. Basically, take a split action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
I'm not.
As
Like,
long
that's
as you're
too
trying,
here.
like if you're doing your screaming and flipping people off thing,
Yeah. That's
that'd be
literally
using the
what they
same
do.
die pool for both of them. So yeah, you just roll the pool and have to split up successes.
Yeah, that's mostly what I'm talking about.
Now you'd have to split up the successes amongst the targets, so it'd have to be extra successes on each one of them to really generate anything. But
As long as I get like 1 or 2 on each. Like if I got 4 here, one's gone. I just put like 2 on Connor, one on Jaden, for
Jaden.
example.
Okay, so she's gonna send Spruce in first, right behind Connor, and go after the one on the left side of the door and grapple him.
okay, the way I was picturing it, that would be the one with the fire hands.
Okay. So what do I roll? 9 dice, right?
If
Or
that is
grapple-
Spruce's
Grapple
primary,
is 7.
Roll. Okay.
it just depends on what Spruce's primary pool is.
Grapple is 7 dice. Biting is 9 dice.
70-10? Or, yeah. Okay. Those are 2 tens.
All right, so roll 2 more
That's
dice.
3 successes.
So that's 3 successes. You roll 2 more dice because those 2 10s explode.
No successes.
3 successes, good though.
Yeah. Oh, and he's already tried to raise his defense for the round and failed. So one of those to land the hit, and then Spruce has got 2 successes, 2 extra successes. So he can inflict damage. That's 1 on fire hands,
Which Bruce will.
and then he can. Oh, let's see. Guy's not armed, so disarm won't work.
Well, I
From?
mean,
I mean, bite his hands. Bruce has
we
2
can
free
literally
heads.
disarm.
You can knock him down with 1. You can establish a grapple. So he runs runs up, bites him really good, but then is also like hanging on, trying to pin him down, kind of thing. Which would force him to only make grapple attacks the next round.
She did say grapple, that's why it was 70-10.
Yeah.
'cause-
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it was grappling.
That was already what she was doing. Okay. Well, in that case, those 2 extra successes would go to the difficulty of him trying to break the grapple.
There we go. Perfect.
So he has to, when he makes his grapple attack to get loose, he'll have to beat Spruce's defense, +2.
Oh wait, it does say you can inflict damage during grapple. Inflict damage, 0 success plus opponent's armor.
Yes, I marked his damage down.
Oh, okay.
I think I forgot to when Smoochums did it earlier, though.
Okay. No, you're good. I just saw that too, so we're still learning.
Oh yeah. Maybe in this campaign we won't get 2/3 of the way through before I think to go, hey, is there a fact for this? Oh yeah.
Is there a wiki?
Here's the errata.
I was gonna say check the errata like the last session.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes, right?
Yep. All right, so that is Spruce. So Robert, you're the only one left to go before they get to go.
Shoot him! Again!
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to take another shot at him because he got him. He knocked him down on the ground.
But he is struggling to get back up already.
I guess it could just be a roll a-hole and just take another pop shot at a limb.
You
All
could
right.
do like non-lethal.
Just walk up,
Um,
pistol whip him.
Yeah, actually, that'd be better. Because right now he's not trying to kill anybody, if he can help it. Granted, I know they're not really giving him an option, but
So it'll be close combat, and either might or dexterity, depending if you're just kind of rearing back and letting loose, or if you're trying to like specifically hit him in the temple or something.
do a dexterity. So dexterity, close combat. And with this being one I got an X by, does that mean I get any bonuses? I can't remember.
What does the X mean? I think
thought
it's
it
the
meant-
X. The X may just be whenever you put a point into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here we go. Hey, 2 successes.
All right. Well, he's gonna try to. 1 6. All right. So he got 1 success. That raises the defense by 1, which means you need 2 to hit him. You hit him with 2.
So no bonus. So he's just
But you inflict damage on him.
hmm.
So yeah, you run up, clock him in the side of the head with the butt of your gun. His eyes kind of roll back. He slumps back down. The sparking amongst his fingers fizzles out.
Should tie him up.
Start scrambling around for rope or whatever you can. Wait, zip ties. Where's the zip ties?
When it
Actually,
looks
we're in a
like you're
room full of
clearly
techs.
when it looks like you're clearly looking for something to tie him up with, some of the techs raise their tied up hands.
Oh, right. Sorry. Starts going around. Look. Now he's looking for either for a pocket knife or just a pair of
mean-
wire clippers.
You're a repair guy. You probably have a pocket knife on you, I would assume.
Oh yeah, that and probably.
Some of the techs still have a bunch of tools on them.
There we go.
I about to say he'd probably pat down one of the techs, look for wire cutters. I'm like, perfect. Start snipping.
One of the computer guys starts pulling out the like kind of big zip ties. Like if you were cable managing, like the,
Oh, yeah,
the,
the
the
real
cables
big
coming off of
guys.
a camera kind of thing, not like little computer ones.
Oh no, I've seen those bad boys. They're huge, and effective.
At what?
Securing
Well,
cables.
I about to say securing cables. What do you think? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I used to work on electric motors. I've seen bigger wire ties than the ones you use for computers.
Yep.
Even electric motors, they still work just as good.
All right, then it is their turn. The one Spruce is fighting with. Oh no, Spruce is in the Smoochum. Sorry, too many pets.
There's literally
There's
2.
2. It's still
too
too many.
Too many. Oh, and you let them outside, or let them inside rather. Animals are outside.
God, that second sausage with cheese filled me up.
All right. So Smoochums it would still be fighting 1. We forgot to apply damage, so
Only got 1 success when he initiated the grapple.
yeah, but damage costs 0 successes to inflict.
Okay.
So where I was saying he caught the head, he actually gets his arm bit pretty good. You hear him give out just a panic scream, and it then basically passes out. There's some blood where Smoochum's bit him, but it was not that bad a bite. You think maybe the guy just passed out from the side of his own blood.
Or just, a giant smoochums.
Yeah, you think he's adorable, but other people don't tend to.
Yeah. Then she'll help tie up that guy and free the techs and try and send them towards the front of the building. Like, go, 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 go.
Smoochum seems mildly disappointed that you're not letting him eat this guy.
No.
He looked like he was just getting ready to start doing the roll to try to pull that arm off.
No.
Like a chew toy.
Like she gets done with the last guy, leans over and kind of forehead on top of his maw. I'll get you a steak on the way home.
Mm-hmm. A couple of the techs snap some pictures of Smoochum on the way out.
She probably doesn't notice.
But you've got them shuffling off towards the front door.
Yeah, because we cleared No one else popped out as we were coming by, so
Lightning Hands is incapacitated. The other guy passed out at the sight of his own blood.
As y'all step in
Yeah,
the
and they're
hallway, you
both
see you
secured.
can look back down to the foyer now. You see there are some police in the foyer, and they're pulling the guys, escorting the guys out right quick.
Mhm.
Some of them come down the hallway to you, basically tell you they're securing the facility kind of behind y'all.
I was just like, "Are you really?"
I mean, if it works.
Hearing.
Yeah, keep in mind this is a world where they know folks like you are running around. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, guy was
That's
doing
true.
magic on TV.
Yeah.
This guy's got a
She's-
growing stick. Clearly, it's magic. Throw him in there. Magic versus magic. We'll clean up afterwards.
Yeah.
It's the guy from the first Godzilla movie. Let them fight.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. And Sasha then will start making her way back from. Well, if they're leading him back towards the hallway, can her and Robert see that door is open now, where Connor and Jaden were?
You don't see it from where you're at. Teleria's headed that way.
You absolutely heard Hilarious yell.
Oh yeah, you probably didn't hear him yell.
Wrong door, idiots!
So yeah, y'all run down there, and it's just at the end of the hallway, and you turn, and there's like just a few feet, and then there's the door.
Well, this is going to become a running thing.
Now the doors when you throw them open, they drift back shut, so they're shut again. But
This group has no subtlety.
I think me
I
and you are the only ones that have it.
How am I the person with the giant alligator lion hippo, the most subtle one here?
Dear,
To be
I'm
fair, I was gonna
I'm
try to
carrying a giant or large pistol. Unfortunately for me, once I fire, I'm no longer subtle. So I try subtlety first. They never listen.
Run forward towards door.
To be fair, I attempted a sneak attack. My dice decided no.
Your dice are so sneaky, they weren't even involved.
I got too enthusiastic and ran too far in.
Mhm.
So as y'all open the door, you see Teleris is over close to Soledad, who you can see now is clearly is tied to the chair. Robert, you're kind of a techie guy, aren't you?
Well, yes, sir, to a degree.
I mean, granted, shows Teleris probably.
I was gonna say Hilarious literally is his specialty. Or their specialty.
That techie boy.
Well, that's fair, and I didn't give Teleris a free roll to notice, so never mind. Forget I said anything. But as you step
know.
through, you see one guy is stoned, and the other guy is fighting with Spruce. He's got his hands on fire. Connor is standing. It's like he charged through the door and threw his staff out really, really wide, but seems to have missed both guys. He has a slightly embarrassed look on his face.
Don't worry, Connor, I didn't get that.
Cut it out in post.
Mhm.
So that is Robert knocked a guy out.
I think we're back at the top of the initiative.
Oh no!
Oh
Bad
no.
guess in the con.
Bad
Bad
guy
guess in the
get to
con,
go.
yeah.
Oh no.
All right, so the one wrestling with Spruce is going to try to get loose. What is Spruce's defense? Probably a 1.
I put Smoochum's.
Is
in
whatever
this-
Smoochum's defense is.
I put Smoochum in the stat, or Smoochum's stat in the chat.
The defense is 3, it looks
Defense
like.
is 3.
Oh wow.
Chunky boys.
It's impressive. Though
They're
they probably
monster
they probably
creatures, yeah.
they don't have the full stat block, so they don't have the opportunity to roll anything to raise it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 3. He had 2 extra successes on his grapple, so this guy needs a 5 to get loose.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah? Yeah.
Uh,
We have to keep that in mind for future grapples, though.
let's see. His combat is his primary. Here's one more dice. 1 success.
He's got this.
What do I need to roll?
I don't think
It's just a
anything.
static number.
Oh, okay.
How Valheim is a top seller right now.
Okay, so he was trying to break free, which only requires 1 success if he's in control. If he's not in control, and he is not, this requires you to spend success equal to the number of successes your opponent spent establishing the grapple. Okay, so his defense doesn't come into it, just successes on his grapple roll, which still means this guy had to beat a 3 and didn't, so...
Right.
Smooches is still in control, or Spruce is still in
Spruce.
control, and this guy doesn't even manage to damage him any. The stone guy is going to charge Connor, because by God, one of these guys is going to get to attack somebody. So what is
Maybe.
Connor's defense?
It is a 1 base.
All right. And he gets to roll, if you want to
Yeah.
roll to try to raise that, you roll your
So
dexterity,
2
I think?
defense. No. You roll your resilient stat.
Ah.
So
So that could be your resolve, your stamina, or your composure.
so I added 1 success to it, so I have 2 base defense
All
and
right.
a soft armor of 1.
All right, he got 2 successes.
Okay.
Now the soft
So-
armor, is that the one that basically raises the defense, or does that lower damage?
It increases the difficulty to use the inflict damage stunt.
Okay.
So we tied defense and attack.
But he'd have to have an extra success now to actually
Yeah.
inflict damage.
He'd have to have gotten 3 successes to actually
Okay.
hurt me.
So he makes contact,
Mhm.
but it's not enough to really do anything more than maybe make you go.
Yeah, my skin is kind of hard too.
Or maybe it's like super elasticy.
You're just like, I can do that too.
You're like a monkey ragdoll. You just kind of bend with a blow and it doesn't actually hurt.
Well tempered.
Well, you made contact. You did exactly what you wanted to.
He did, yeah.
Yes. All right, so top of the order. Which one of y'all wants to go first?
I don't have those faint points anymore, do I?
You do not. That's
Okay,
only for the
but-
next attack.
Okay, but I didn't know if it counted if it succeeded or not. Alrighty.
right.
Talarius would have to spend his action generating the points again.
Got it.
Talarius is gonna look at this person and be like, "Is there anything hinky with this like whole setup, with them in particular? Because they were just like there, and there's only 2 goons."
You mean Soledad?
Yes.
All right, you take a glance at her.
hmm
It's not really.
If one of these motherfuckers can shapeshift, I swear to God.
Mm? If someone says something, Sasha would also look, because considering she's now pink-haired.
They're not. No, they didn't say that out loud. That's Jeremy saying that.
Yeah.
So anyway, Talarius, you look Soledad over. You know,
Mhm.
she's tied down with the same kind of cords. You know, kind of the cheap twine stuff that you'd grab at a Lowe's or somewhere to tie down
Yeah,
furniture. If you're
You mentioned there was a gag.
Yeah, just a rag tie, like a bandana, basically stuffed in her mouth, tied around.
There's no like flashing light or beep or anything.
Not on her. You do notice the lights above the cameras have come on since y'all came into the room.
Okay,
So this is probably being broadcast.
fine.
More than likely, there's an office somewhere in here with the control panel.
Mhm.
Or
So
somebody's
having
doing it
noticed that,
remotely,
sure. So having noticed that this is on, I will like do what I will to. Is that gonna spend my whole turn like freeing Soledad?
As you reach down to start untying, she starts shaking her head no, and kind of gesturing down.
Uh-huh.
And when you look down, you don't see. At first, you don't see anything, and then you see wires running out from. She's wearing a skirt and basically running down her leg and out under the desk.
I look at it. Is it like a C4 or some shit?
It's some
Just
kind of
following the
like
wire.
tank.
A tank?
Yeah, I mean about the size of like a gas.
Like a propane tank?
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a propane tank, but it's about that size.
Okay. Like the little ones that they have in sporting goods?
No, it's about the size of.
Oh, okay, like a solid one. Okay, gotcha.
Like it doesn't look exactly like a propane tank, but it's about that size.
Sure.
Looks like something that can be pressurized.
Okay.
So she starts shaking her
make-
head.
Make eye contact with Soledad. Like, okay.
I'd
No,
gag her.
I don't think that's good. I think that's gonna make you things worse. I noticed
but the wires run to this little box thing on the end of the tank.
Sure. I will go to the face the cameras and be like, this is low, even for scum. Setting a bomb for hostages? If you want someone, come fight me.
Connor, the guy you're fighting, when he hears the word bomb, he's like, "What?"
Does that count as a feint?
No, it has to be a little more
We're
little
just looking away
more
now.
direct than that.
It's just like I know you can hear me. Come out here now. Fight us.
The little box on the end of the tank. There's a couple of three little lights on it. One of the lights turns green.
Oh no.
This is Spider-Man over again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Clarice's turn.
Mhm.
Who wants to go next?
Yeah, there's a dude right in front of Connor.
Bonk.
He's swinging at.
All right.
Directly to jail.
He's might. He's gonna try to overpower the guy this time with the staff as opposed to dexterous. That's better. It's 4 successes.
All right, this guy's going to try to avoid being hit. And it says he rolls his full stamina or half the stamina?
Full.
Full, okay.
Was
Or
Robert
whichever-
in? Sorry,
Whatever resilient stat you're using, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, big bulky guy, he's going to be using his stamina. He got 1 success, so that puts his defense at 2.
Okay. Which gives me 2 successes. to
2
play with.
successes. His stony facade gives him the soft armor.
Is he wearing any kind of armor or just
No, he's just in clothes.
that's just his skin? Okay. Yeah, so I can't do damage to him then, because soft armor 3.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's what the ability does, but when he's not wearing any armor.
Yeah. Hold on, there's one thing with staves or staves. Because all the tags that come with weapons too. Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, because the soft armor only comes into effect if you're trying to damage him.
Yeah.
If you've got an enhanced that gives you an extra success, you might be able to trip him or knock him down or something.
Well, I still have 2 to play with, so I can do other stunts with that.
Mhm.
I just can't hurt him. Honestly, the people with guns would be the best for that. Because piercing.
You rang.
Yeah, piercing removes 2 soft armor. Or not removes, it bypasses 2 soft
Yeah.
armor.
I'm assuming.
Uh,
I'm assuming anything if you hard armor, it doesn't do that. So
Hard armor bypasses 1 hard armor or 2 soft armor.
oh, okay.
Let's see. So staff bashing. Where's it?
So you could poke him in the eyes.
Oh no. Stun requires inflicting an injury.
So you could blind him, basically poke him in the eyes and make his eyes water, or you could trip him, knock him down, kind of thing.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send him flying.
But say yeah, shield would work too.
Yeah. 24 feet.
So you knock him across the studio.
Instant cameras, I hope.
Just behind Hilarious
No,
as he's yelling at the camera.
Considering the size of the room, what I will do actually is I'll use 1 to like it'll make contact. It's not really working. He'll just go in the eyes to blind him, and then back up and just batter swing like right up into the groin to knock him back 12 feet.
He goes flying back 12 feet, and when you hit him like that, he instinctively, like any guy would, kind of clench it, cinches up around it, and then as he lands, realizes, oh, that didn't actually hurt.
There's a joke in here that's horrible.
Mm-hmm. Was Robert in the room when Hilarious was like showboating there for a sec?
I believe Robert came into the room.
Okay, so then he would have seen Hilarious come down and look real hard underneath the chair.
And then talk about a bomb, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not telling you what to do with your character. I'm just saying.
Just saying, there's a GD and bomb right here.
Yeah.
All right, so who wants to go
Wait,
next?
That will be my turn.
So Hilarious is gone and Connor has gone.
Mhm.
That leaves us Sasha, Jaden, or Robert.
I'm a wait.
I mean, I guess I could technically go next. Not sure what I can really do in this situation.
You're a handyman. Clearly, that means you can
You
defuse
just
bombs.
fix anything. Yeah.
You can build a house. You can disarm a bomb, right?
Oh yeah,
There's a-
totally.
There's a
that's
dodgeball
totally
joke in there.
That's some strange logic.
So I'm just gonna take these
You dodge
spare
it.
cinder blocks from out back, and I'm just gonna build a bomb-proof room around the bomb.
Just MacGyver it.
I mean, I hate it for the woman that's going to be trapped inside there with the bomb, but hey, the rest of us will be safe.
Oh no.
No, I'm not doing that.
Uh-huh.
I'm an a-hole. I'm not that bad.
It says the man that lets me just crash on his couch.
Where else are you going to sleep? The floor?
I've done it.
I'm aware you done it.
Back on target.
Sorry. That's our one for the night.
One.
All right, Robert, what do you do?
Started.
Kind of look. Okay. Well. Excuse me. And unfortunately, he does not have knowledge of bombs. So in his mind, well, that's not a safe place to go over to right now.
What about Scully?
I mean, that's a good question.
I just saw her look up and just stare at you when you said I have no knowledge about bombs. Like,
Like I call lies, father. But no. He would probably see that Connor might be having some issues with the big old stone guy,
Okay.
and probably lend him a hand by giving a little bit of cover and fire. At least try to pop, or at least try to shoot the guy.
All right, give me a roll.
Blammo.
All right. Yeah, you being able to continuously use one thing and just swap the other.
Aim for the balls.
Well, that depends on what the dice say.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2
2
successes.
successes.
Mm-hmm.
Looks back at sheet. Now what can I do?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, I'll automatically. Well,
Ooh.
yeah. Actually, wouldn't that give me 3 successes total?
Yeah, you have that modifier in your gun, correct?
Yeah. And I also have piercing, so that helps.
Well, let's see. Ranged and firearm. Yeah.
Let me pull up his stats right quick.
Yeah. So you get got your 2 successes. You get 1 for having a range tag with the pistol, 1 for firearm. And did your relic give you, since it's your relic, did it give you a bonus as well?
The only bonus that the relic has itself that our beloved storyteller has allowed is the simple fact of which it just automatically reloads, so I never have to worry about ammunition.
There. So, yeah, that's 4 successes for you then.
Oh, 4.
All right, so he had raised his defense to 2, so 2 of them gets rid of that. It gets rid of 2 of his soft armor because it's piercing. So yes, you can inflict damage on him.
Then he will just inflict damage. Make sure to get a good shot.
Hey.
All right, so that's damage on Rocky.
Yes.
Mhm.
So the bullet, hits him in the kind of the meat of the arm here. Penetrates, blood runs out. The skin looks cracked around it.
Ooh, well, that was effective. Hopefully I can.
Yeah, he
Hopefully
kind of
I can
screams
make
and looks
another
at
shot.
you. He looks at
What
you like
goodness,
startled
man.
and offended, and then he just the face just becomes mean.
It's like, hey, probably 100% shocked. Like, wait, he pierced me. You
How dare you make me bleed my own blood?
Mm.
Dingoberg. Anyway, and that'll pretty much be his turn.
Okay.
Luckily, just had no successes to work. Words, I can use them. Pronunciation's hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Yay.
now we come down to who's left? Sasha and Jaden. What would you two like to do? You've both heard Talarius mention a bomb.
Well, Jaden's gonna aim at the Rocky boy. Does she recognize him as Mike?
You know she does. Hey,
Shoot him.
Mikey!
How's that toe?
Basically. So I do what? Dexterity, firearm, or
Yes, dexterity firearm.
3 successes.
Very nice.
Do I do any
Rappy.
damage?
Rappy.
What? What?
Yes.
That's how many you have.
Huh? 4. Because is it I get an extra for the pistol?
Because firearm.
A pistol is firearm with a range tag, so that's an extra 2 successes since you're using it as a firearm at range.
Alrighty. Well then that is 5 successes.
All right. One to get by his usual defense. I think he had rolled to raise his defense for the round. So that comes out to 3 successes. Piercing drops his 3 soft armor basically to 1. So you're trying to inflict damage on him, that costs another one. So you've inflicted damage on him, and then you got 2 successes left. So you could basically keep him knocked down. You could have been shooting him in the face, in which case, blood's running down his eyes or something that he's kind of half blind for a bit. Let's see. Shove, you could send him flying. Oh wait, I'm looking at Sorry, I was looking at the grapple, not the close combat, not the range. Inflict damage, disarm, empty clip, knock down. Oh, but you have to have successes equal to his stamina to knock him down with the
And what's
range
his
attack.
stamina?
3.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, you definitely inflict damage on him. He's only got a. So yeah, your shot basically. It looks like it's mostly deflected off of his head, though it does leave a groove, and that it leaves a flesh wound, but it clearly doesn't penetrate all the way through his head. But there's a little bit of blood, and it's clearly knocked him out. And he slumps to the ground, and then that stone kind of recedes back into him. So I think Fire Hands is the only guy in the room still awake, bad guy wise. Sasha, you're up.
She knows nothing about a bomb, but yeah, she's gonna go over to the lady and be like, "I'm going to need you to remain calm, but I'm going to take this out of your mouth." And she takes the gag out.
Thank you. They've got me sitting on some kind of pressure thing. If I stand up, it goes off.
Okay.
But
we're
a light
going
came
to
on.
stand-
There wasn't a light on it before, so I don't know what that means.
I got it. I got it.
What do you got?
We'll see.
Okay.
It's okay. I've watched a YouTube video on how to do this.
They might have. You don't know.
There's a lot of weird stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Well, could Smoochums do anything since she's like, kind of like keeping the lady calm?
Yes, because you're not really doing anything mechanically that counts as an action. So
Okay. Going back up to Smoochy stats.
I'm picturing something horrible, but I'm not going to voice it until after you tell me what he's doing.
Spruce is playing with the fire guy, so Smoochums is going to go over and, you know what? Let's attempt to bite.
All right.
Has 9 dice. Let's see how horrible this goes.
Let's see. This guy had.
Ooh,
I'm okay with that.
4 successes
So 4
to explode.
successes.
All right. He does not raise the defense any. So 4 successes.
Sarah, those are 2 10s.
Yeah, there's 2 10s.
Yeah,
so
I'm
roll 2 more
rolling.
dice.
That was not what I meant.
That's a lot of
Well done.
successes.
Nope.
Okay.
4 successes.
So yeah, 4 successes. He failed to raise the defense any, so one of those gets past his defense. You've got 3 extra successes to play with. Doesn't really matter because Smoochums is inflicting enough damage to go ahead and take him on out. So
Okay. Well, Smoochums will just enthusiastically kind of shake him around a little bit. Not enough to like rip off any body parts, just I have not had to have any fun this evening. I'm going to just give this guy a little shake.
So Spruce has got him by the arm.
No, Spruce has fire guy.
Oh, I thought Fire Guy was who we were talking about.
No, he was going over to
Fire
Rocky.
Guy's the only buddy.
Rocky's
Fire Guy's the only
unconscious.
one up.
Oh, I thought Rocky was still up. Okay, no,
Nope.
yeah. Okay, never mind. He does go to Fireboy.
So Spruce has got him by the upper arm below where the fire is, or above where the fire is, depending on you know what I mean.
Smoochums does not play tug.
And Smoochums runs up and grabs him by the thigh, basically, or calf rather. And then it's kind of like "Argh!" He's up and down. They're slamming him on the ground.
Oh,
He goes limp fairly quickly.
Good boy.
Yeah, at some point they both realize he's gone limp, and they stop and kind of sniffing at him, nudging him with their nose.
Mom, we broke the toy.
Spruce starts to open it. I mean, Smoochums
Smoochums.
starts opening his mouth wide, but then he kind of cuts his eyes over at you.
No. Be a good boy.
One of Spruce's heads is like still trying to get down there to bite him, but the other two are like, have the body sitting up straight, looking around at y'all.
Tellurius is gonna, if we are done with combat, or if it's the top of the round, because these goons are unconscious.
All right, what is Tellurius going to do with the bomb?
Kind of like try to. So she said it's pressure sensitive.
Yeah, she's sitting on something. If she stands up, it
Right.
indicates lack of pressure.
So they're gonna try to go like remove the pressure sensitivity.
Okay, give me a tech roll. Technology.
Posure or cunning.
Cunning or intellect, either one would be fine.
Okay, I will use. Cunning. One success. Technology is my specialty, so that's 2.
Okay. So yeah, you see where the wires from the pressure pad plug in. You undo those.
Does the beeping receipt? Does the green light come off?
No, the green light's still on. But there's nothing connecting her or her chair to this thing anymore.
Okay.
Get out.
Get up very quickly. Go. You're out. I promise. No, they'll connect.
Had anybody actually untied her though?
Yes, Tellurius is saying that as they're doing that.
Okay.
She ungagged her, so.
Thank you so much.
Go. All right, everyone, get the hell out.
As you're saying this, you notice the second light comes on. It's yellow.
Get the hell out.
Let's go. Let's move.
We're running.
Like, as they're going down the hallway, Sasha will be like, if you're in here, you need to be outside now.
There's a bomb. Get out.
Oh, shoot. Do we take the guys we tied up?
Do you take the guys you tied up?
Oh, there was a window, right?
Well, now remember, the police had caught up to where you were before you got into the main room. So
Okay.
they've probably already been removing people, you hope.
Well, we're going to be going back by there. Sasha's going to go
so-
back by there. She'll look and see if they're in, like, as they're running by, she's going to peek in and...
No, the police have cleared that out. Now, there are police in the hallways. So when y'all
We need
come
to
running
go,
out
we need
going,
to
there's
go,
a
we need to go.
bomb, everybody just turns tail and moves out.
Out. Yeah, Tellurius is like out.
So the only two alpha dogs you got to worry about are 2 unconscious guys in the main room that y'all were just in. The studio.
Yeah, one of them's made of rock. It's fine.
Well, no, the rock receded once he got knocked out.
Tellurius doesn't know that.
You can't leave Mike. He's a named character.
You know what? Sasha would...
Connor just grab them both.
Time to the end of the staff and go. Sasha would assist.
Shrink the staff down to toothpick size, stick it in his mouth. Just throw 2 guys over each shoulder. And out.
Basically, yeah.
Like barrel tossing.
That's basically what he's doing, not gonna lie.
Y'all just get outside when y'all hear kind of it's almost like a popping. And then kind of a woof.
Tellurius is making sure to get a very good angle out of it.
Turning around, it's not like it's a huge explosion that takes out the entire building. It doesn't blow the roof off or anything.
Sure.
But you do see some fire kind of billow out into the hallway.
Mhm.
But it doesn't like
Gonna
make
have
it
to-
all the way down to the foyer or anything.
They're going to have
Yeah.
to repaint afterwards, at least.
And there's a lot of fire when it's over,
Probably police and firefighters are already there, right?
Yeah, I think they would have rolled the firefighters out because firefighters are EMTs. And often
First
get called
responders.
early on. So,
Yeah.
First responders are usually like firefighters.
but the firefighters, none of them go into the building because they're pretty sure everybody's been cleared out,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know if there might be other bombs or other, So they're basically outside controlling the burn.
Is
They're
that
spraying things
insurance?
down with water, but they're not like going in to fight anything.
Sure.
So you all fall back behind the police cars and fire trucks.
Turn the GoPro off.
One of the cops like, "Oh, we're gonna need that footage."
Yeah.
But assuming I assume GoPros use just micro USBs or something.
Mhm.
The police have in their cars the tech to just plug, the equipment,
Yeah.
just plug that in and download it.
Yeah, that'll work. You guys can have the raw footage. I have something to do with this. It is my job.
I got views to get.
Is YouTube a job, Aaron? So anyway, studio burns.
Mhm.
The police are having to keep the rest of the press kind of back away from you because they all kind of surged forward. And the police had to go back behind the line. They immediately start questioning y'all. What caused you to get involved?
Personal stake.
Several of the officers recognize y'all pretty quickly. One of them comments
Sasha
on the fact
doesn't
that
look like she does, so she wouldn't be recognized.
you're right. The only way one would recognize you was if it's somebody that had spoken to you. They might recognize your voice.
Or knew about Smoochums, because with Smoochums like right on her hip.
This is the first time people have really gotten a really, really good look at Smoochums.
Okay.
As far as the cops go. Because y'all's second little brawls weren't recorded. And the first one, there was never any good shots of Smoochums or Spruce.
Nope.
Now Smoochums and Spruce are just standing around.
Legs up. Blood on their maws.
It's not like an anime where there's blood everywhere.
Spruce is pretty well licked the blood off of his. Where one head can't reach their own, the other head can kind of get it. So they clean up it nice. Smoochums on the other hand, yeah, you're gonna need to clean him up when you get him up.
Little wipe.
Out back with the hose.
like a pig wallowing in mud.
Well, he's part crocodile and part hippo, so he likes water.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we don't do this. You get the hose.
But mother, I like the hose.
It keeps the blood off its skin, or it gets the hose again. Is this what we're going?
Oh
Sure.
no! Oh no!
That's exactly what I
that.
thought when she said that. I'm like, oh god.
Hate that.
I thought it, but I just didn't go there.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the news crews are like shouting out to you, want to know who you are,
Choose a Robert Mobile.
who you belong to. Which is a weird way to phrase it, but that's how they phrase it. So yeah, some of the police are like, man, every time the Alpha Dogs show up, you show up.
Personal stake matter.
But, yeah, we realize they have picked they have basically picked a fight with y'all, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's looking through the raw footage and sees where the guy turned to stone and stuff. He's like, oh. Man, I hate this magic crap.
Did we get everyone out?
One of the police tells you, we're taking a head count, we think so. We're getting a head count of who all was supposed to be in there today versus who we've got. So far, it looks like everybody that was there is out. And you see one of the tech guys kind of organizing his people, and some of the on-air personalities are over to one side.
You would think something would bring them together like that.
Well, it's like it's like the head guys are kind of checking to make sure all their people are out.
Yeah.
You see the weather, you see the local weatherman who y'all never saw inside. So he may have been the one with the office in the front that slipped out his window.
Maybe. Smart guy.
Brother, it's really hot.
Shit's
to you.
exploding.
Shit's on fire, yo.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it's about to get spooky.
But the last news van to arrive belongs to the station that's on fire. And it's like their traffic van, so it must have been out somewhere else in the city. So they're trying to use those cameras to at least record some stuff, even though they can't broadcast currently.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha, the police are asking for your identification. The rest of the band they recognize. They still check everybody's IDs, just part of procedure.
She'll pull out her ID and kind of shift back to normal Sasha, which is the same as the picture.
You just do that in front of them.
Huh. Well, okay, that matches up. Like he thinks for a second, she could look like anybody, so you know what? Screw it. No, that matches. Okay.
I mean, if you want, I can, you can confirm the blood type matches or something. You can talk to my grandmother.
That'll be up to the detective in charge.
Detective in charge?
Yeah, he points over to a guy in plain clothes that's ordering cops around. He's in charge of the scene.
I didn't even realize there was going to be cops on the scene until.
So over the course of the next day or so, it's all over the news. Surprisingly, the station that burned is back up on the air pretty quickly, though they're in temporary, they're in some kind of temporary facilities.
Somewhere off in the desert somewhere.
Warehouse 13.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be a large office space they rented. Their studio was very clearly a quickly converted just office space. If, like Telarius was curious and looked into it, one of the other local television stations is actually doing like their broadcasting. They cut some kind of deal with them.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are household names within the city.
Ooh.
Several of the reporters ask what your group is called. Everybody just immediately assumes correctly that you're scions of somebody or other. There's lots of questions about who your parentage is. Do any of you answer those questions?
Nope.
No, but on a side note, the second you said that you're apparently the scions of something, I want to be like, yes, scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Oh, God.
They do ask you if your band has a name.
No, Robert would not answer that, or let alone answer that way, because he'd be like,
Copyright.
Well, that too. Yeah.
That
too.
Scions of the Sixth Dawn.
No.
We are scions of the Redacted.
Of the Fifth Dawn, there is 5 of us.
Redacted.
We'll put a pin in that. We'll put a pin in that for the next group meeting.
All right, so y'all don't give them a band name or who any of your parents are.
No.
No, all Connor will say when asked about parentage, he just goes, "What do you think?"
Two of the reporters that talked to you don't have a clue. The guy that's there for the public television station, he drops Wukong's name. He was there when you arrived, so even if you keep the staff small while you're talking to him, he saw the staff when you arrived. He's like, so yeah, he's guessing Wukong or some variation of the Monkey King.
Public broadcasting system strikes again.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Nerds.
I loved when they made their appearance in what was the Ron Burgundy movie? Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Yeah.
Anchorman 2.
You know, when you have the big fight and the PBS guys show up. The pipe. Anyway.
Connor will just shrug, like, could be.
I would
You
also
never
say,
know with them, right?
So anyway, y'all have the talk of the town. Some people are really glad to have a band in town. The city really hasn't had like a local group since its founding. Of course, a lot of the people that founded the city, you know, were saved by a band that came in and fought whatever it was that rose out of the lake and wrecked so many of the local communities.
Yeah.
Some people are
Seems
taking it as a sign that something bad could be coming, though.
seems like a massive oversight for a town literally founded on a scion to not have a group.
Yeah, no kidding.
How
Disadvantage.
Why'd they wait 20 years?
20 years is an eye blink to the gods.
Yeah.
I guess.
how much
Um,
of
And you know you're not the only supernatural somebody's in the city. Y'all run
Sure.
across a few others already. So maybe you're just the first guys that really did public stuff.
that's fair.
how much of an earful does Sasha get when she goes home?
How much of an earful does
At-
Connor get?
Yeah, 'cause, yeah, the interview, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna go beat up some guys.
Well, Telarius may give him an earful about the interview.
Hmm. Well, actually, Telarius appreciates the gimmick that Connor's keeping right now. They're like, keep them in suspense. I love it. Doing a good job.
As far as Connor's grandpa, Gian,
Mm-hmm.
he invites you over for breakfast the next morning.
You're dead, man.
You know, you come in, he sets the stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some tea. He congratulates you. You know, you went in there, you saved those people. I'm very proud of you. Now, what did you do wrong?
Got them involved in the first place?
Very good. You've always had a tendency to showboat a little bit. You have a good heart, but you like the spotlight a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm literally made as a part of Wukong. That should be expected.
That doesn't mean you need to lean into it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, of course, you didn't think doing an interview would put anybody in danger, and it shouldn't have. That, you know, the responsibility for them being in danger is solely on the people of this frat. No, he just calls them a gang.
So what you're saying is I inadvertently fate bound them? Tied them into my story, my fate, as a child of the gods?
He goes, I hadn't even really thought about it in that light. I'm looking at it merely that your tendency to show off a little bit, you know, inadvertently may have put them in danger. I just want you to think about that in the future. Just be careful. Just think of how your actions could impact other less capable people.
That's what the others were telling me too.
Well, perhaps you should listen.
Hilarious. Said this last time.
Well, you know I'm not the best at that.
No. As I said, I mean, you went in and you saved people, and you know, any harm done to them is the responsibility of the people that chose to harm them. Just take this as a lesson in unintended consequences. Just be mindful of it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Like I said, you went in, you saved him, he reached over and kind of slaps you on the shoulder. You know, I'm very proud of you.
He just has this pleased smile on his face from that.
And, you know, takes a sip of his tea. It's very good advertisement for the dojo, I suppose.
Of course it would be Gramps. And how many of these new students will I be teaching?
Yeah, the younger ones. I wonder if we need a monkey logo.
I'm surprised you don't have one already, given the name of this place.
Well, I thought it was too cartoony, but now,
You want me to ask Hilarious to draw something up for you?
If he's an artist, that'd be fine.
Dennis.
Find out how much he charges, because I want to pay for work done.
Him or Sasha? Sasha kind of strikes me as the artsy type. I'll have to ask.
Macaroni.
It's a macaroni monkey.
Really cartoony.
There's a stick figure with a tail.
It says ook.
What's it holding? That's a banana.
Now, Sasha, do you go back to your apartment where your grandparents are, or do you go back to Teleris's suite where all y'all have been staying, or where a bunch of y'all have been staying?
She'll probably call once they're out of media detective maelstrom. Be like, I'm okay.
Come home right now.
Oh shit.
Yes, Grandma. Just hangs up. I've gotta go, guys.
Good
You
luck.
want me to drop you off or anything? I don't mind.
I'm going to enjoy the few moments of life that I have left. I'll walk.
Dear, I doubt they're going to kill you.
I'm going to walk. Thank you, though.
You're
Want me to walk
welcome.
with you.
No.
I'll even be quiet.
No.
I can be quiet.
No. Just walks off.
All right, so Sasha and Smoochums walks home. By the time you get to your apartment, there are at least 20 people following you. Talking about what they
Shit.
saw on TV, filming you and Smoochums.
Should have taken the ride.
She had pink hair on the TV. Yeah, but then when she was talking to the cops, it just changed.
Walking faster.
I
do
can
you think-
feel
who
the
do you think she
social
belongs
anxiety
to?
from here.
Well, Loki's a shapeshifter. Yeah, but the crocodile thing, that's not Doris. By the time you get to your apartment, they have figured out what the hippopotamus lion crocodile is. Somebody's like pulling it up on looking at mythological creatures on Google or something.
Google crocodile, lion, hippo, doggy.
Mm-hmm.
A few people kind of run up ahead, try to get your autograph.
She just is head down, ducking in and making a break for her apartment.
Nope.
I thought you were going to the store. That you would have been hit the close sign real quick.
Well, it's night, so they're not there.
Yeah.
She did not think this through.
No, she did not.
So you get home, the door opens, your grandmother, runs up, hugs you real hard, then pushes you at arm's length and gives you a thorough going over. Your grandfather
Okay.
usually kind of keeps a distance when she pulls this kind of stuff, but this time he's right up there with her.
I'm okay. I didn't even get a scratch. It went better than the brick incident.
Once they both establish you're okay, your grandmother still looks worried. Your grandpa's grinning really big though. Yeah, you went out there and kicked some ass.
No.
Your grandmother's
went
like, do not encourage her in this.
I did not kick any ass, I assure you.
And then she looks
Smoochums,
over
on the other hand.
She looks over at Smoochums. Is that blood?
I mean, he only bit 2 or 3 people. They're all alive.
She just looks at you like she's not sure she buys that. You're looking at the size of his teeth.
They're all.
His,
To
but
be
his little hippo
fair,
tail, when she's looking at him, his little hippo tail is just going 90 nothing.
how can
Yeah.
you resist that face?
Oh god, yes, that's exactly what I imagine with that thing. Is his tail is just looking like it's gonna break any second.
Like helicopter tail.
Mm.
Pretty
I'll
much.
go wash him off.
Your granddad's like, yeah, you go do that. He kind of takes your grandmother by the shoulder and eases her back over to the kitchen table. You hear kind of a hushed conversation. What you catch of it is your grandmother wants to skin your parents for getting you swept up into this kind of life.
Yeah.
Your grandfather's like, he's not disagreeing with her, but he's kind of like, we're going to have to get used to this. This is her, her nature is going to draw her into this kind of thing now.
They're already dead. You can't skin them anymore.
Are they dead? I thought they were just off somewhere.
Nope, they're dead.
Oh, okay.
We never established how they were made dead, so
They're just dead.
they're off this earthly coil.
So they were skinned by a grandmother.
Somehow they skin the spirits.
Ugh.
A grandma could do that though, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to look at the necromancy rules for vampires. I think
Mhm.
sounds like the sort of thing that Giovanni would do. But
A little too far south.
yeah. So anyway, you wash Smoochums up. He likes to splash around in the tub. So. And in fact, when you're done, you just kind of leave him there with a half full tub of water, and you just kind of sit in there.
Some kind of bubble bath in there for him. Just pat him on the head, then text everyone, "I'm still alive. Contact me when the next meeting is."
But
You get a text back from Robert. Sure thing. When they tell me, I'll let you know.
Text back tomorrow, noon.
so when you get back to the kitchen, your grandmother has whipped up, some sandwiches or something. Don't know how hungry anybody is, but it's like she needed something to do. Your
Sounds right.
grandfather's probably the more enthusiastic of the two. He wants kind of the blow by blow of what you did and how you did it. And, he gets a little pale when you start talking about the bomb, though. The fact that you were standing right next to it.
As any proper grandparent should.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you and all your buddies got out pretty well unharmed, your grandmother though was a little worried because she was watching the news and they mentioned that James fella wasn't
Ryan.
actually there, which means he's still out there, and there's probably still more of those frat boys running around.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Maybe it'd be safer if you maybe they can move the shop somewhere else. Just all of y'all can move some other town. She's sure any of the towns in the state need a floral shop or a gardening shop. Your grandfather's just looking at her like,
I don't think it would come to that, but we could contact the police and see if they would maybe beef up patrols in the area.
grandfather's
Considering
telling you that's a good idea. That's probably what we should do, hon. At some point when your grandmother's piddling on something else in the kitchen, he just kind of looks at you. She's just worried.
she'll kind of pat them both on the shoulders. I'm just going to go to bed.
Alright, so any of the rest of you have anything you want to do that night? Jaden would get a few messages, texts, or something from some of her students that saw her on the news. Some of them are just asking if she's all right. One or two of them are like, "You've got to bring your dog to the next class."
We want to pet him.
More heads, 2 pets.
Could
One
you
of them loses a
imagine the
hand.
kisses? Just
God.
full surround
Oh, yeah.
sound kisses.
Telarius, you have a call from your mother after you get home.
Stop in the middle of fixing the video. Yes, mother.
Just call to make sure you're all right. I mean, you know the interviews after the fire and stuff. I mean, you looked all right. I just just
Yeah,
had
they
to call
try
and
harder
check.
than that to get to me, but I appreciate you.
Are you sure calling that putz out on camera was the best of ideas?
It worked. Listen, I would much rather them come through to me than to rob another stupid news station.
Look, I realize you've just found out who and what your father is, but don't let that go to your head.
Oh no! I have help.
Yeah, I saw you, Fred. They all like you.
As far as I can tell.
Wow.
One of them has the weird staff that turns into like a bull cue and then even longer. And then
Oh, that's the one that jumped down.
Yeah.
Got there first. Oh, is he
One
seeing
of them
anybody?
has mom.
I'm
Everyone's
just
mom
asking.
and grandparents are just thirsty.
Well, Sasha's grandparent or grandmother is kind of thirsty on her behalf. It's kind of the great grandbabies kind of thing.
But Longo's absolutely the
Telarius' mother, yeah, she's just thirsty.
A, don't know. B, do not. I'm not probably not gonna ask. You find him yourself and good luck.
Well, it's not like the news hasn't told me where he works. But I wouldn't want to come off as creepy. Sure. Hey, you're my son's. You're my son's buddy. Yeah, it's just not a good way to start.
I'm glad you're talking yourself out of it, Mom. If you see Dad, say hi. Of course.
I haven't seen
Not that
him
it is
before
ever
you
gonna
did.
happen. I probably see him more than you with all the damn butterflies.
The line goes quiet for a minute. Your father doesn't use butterflies.
Interesting.
That would his wife uses butterflies.
Ah,
Dun,
didn't know that.
dun, dun.
And you'll recall in the bar when he tried to shoo the butterfly away and it wouldn't leave, he hit it with the dart.
Uh-huh.
And when you said something about it, he's like, yeah, she'll get over it.
Ah. Well,
Are there a lot
I
of
mean-
butterflies around you?
I look around and there's still like a bunch of them.
No, you haven't seen any more on the building since that first time.
Okay. Have they like dispersed or are they still like hanging out?
Well, a lot of them had frozen overnight.
Sure.
And then the
But,
one
like,
that was in
they-
your house basically rode the back of your shirt to the bar.
Sure. But like the rest of them are like nothing has come up since.
Nope, the only butterfly thing you can think of since then was that porcelain one falling off the library wall.
Sure.
When you were
That wasn't a
talking
sign of
about something about your father and your mother.
Sure.
I forget what the exact comment was, but
Oh, that his father probably did love his mother.
I think that was it. And then the butterfly fell off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what she has in store for me. I don't think she's gonna kill me. Although I wouldn't put it past them, jealousy of the gods and all that.
Probably not directly. I mean, I wouldn't presume.
I don't think she's gonna
I don't think she's going to be as bad as like Hera.
I don't think she's gonna lead the alpha dogs is the only leap that I would make. The only people who are actively trying to kill me.
You can never tell with them. but
What
that
is-
doesn't strike me as really.
What
the-
is her domain? I don't know shit about her.
Psyche? Shoot. I had completely forgotten. I have completely forgotten what Psyche's. I looked it up, and I've completely forgotten what she was in charge of.
I'm looking.
Let's see. Wife of Eros. Was once a mortal princess. Man, this thing doesn't really list domains.
Mhm.
I think it had something to do with the mind, which is why we use the term psyche,
Sure.
dealing with minds.
So if his mom says, or if their mom says psyche, then I'm like, that's a little too highbrow for these people. They're over here trying to use like bombs and stuff. You'll love the next footage, by the way, Mom. It's gonna be really good. I'm a hero.
She goes, "Yes, you are." Please don't mess around with any more bombs.
I will try not to, but I saved her.
Yes, you did. I'm very proud of you, honey.
Thank you.
I'm sure your father will be proud of you too.
I don't know. He put me on this thing to help defeat the alpha dogs, so I hope so. But I better get back to this this footage. It's gonna look really good. I will actually send you the first copy.
Ooh, a preview copy.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll talk to you later, sweetie.
Love you, Mom.
Love you. She hangs up.
Yeah.
Robert, when you get home,
Mm-hmm.
you step inside. Realize you must have left your kitchen light on.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's possible. Oh wait, did you go back to your house or did you go to the apartment?
He probably would have gone home
Okay.
at this point to actually like make sure everything's in order.
Okay. Then yeah, it's been a day or so since you've been home. You must have just left the kitchen light on when you left. It was during the day, so you know you might not have noticed it was on.
Ah, crap. Well, that'll run up the electric bill.
When you step into your kitchen, though, I'm going to assume that your kitchen has a little island.
Yeah.
With like maybe a bar stool or two kind of around it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's sitting on the bar stool. Got like a pair of spectacles on or a pair of glasses on, like reading glasses. Yeah. Drinking, reading a paper.
Hello? How'd you get in? I could have sworn I locked it.
I'm good with Gizmo or good with gadgets.
Right.
I was around when locks were invented. His feet, you realize his legs are hanging, off the side of the stool. They don't, you realize very quickly that he's like a little person.
But okay. As strange as my past few days have been, I'm gonna believe you on that.
So your pop gave you the gun like he was supposed to.
He pulls the revolver out. Yes, that
Let
he
me see
did.
it. Let me see it.
Okay.
He's looking
just
over it like he's. It looks like even. He doesn't look down the barrel, but he's opens the chamber, pops the bullets out, sets them down, closes the chamber, starts counting under his breath, checks it again, dumps the bullets out, puts them on the count. Nods. All right, that's still working. Hey, it looks like you've been cleaning it good, taking care of it. All right.
I mean, as far as I could tell, it was a family heirloom. I make sure to clean it regularly and keep it old. Though it took a few years, but then I kind of caught on to the fact to which it does auto reload itself, which is a nice feature. Don't have to worry about ammunition too often.
Yeah, that was always the problem with archers back in the day, was they would always run out of arrows. So I guess you realize that your pop's not really your pop.
No. No, I'm gonna take a strong gamble and say he's not.
I mean, he is in the ways that matter, I guess. I'm not trying
yeah.
to, excuse me. I'm not downplaying the job he did raising you. You seem to have your head on pretty straight. You answer your gun back.
Thank you. He'll kind of
Uh,
holster it back. Ah. I have a strange feeling you're about to tell me a story. Because not many people know about this weapon, well, except for my new cohorts and my family.
yeah, she probably got down here and talked to you before you put a band together, but yeah. I got stuff going on. I got projects. I hate to get behind. I don't leave my workshop that often.
Same, though my workshop tends to change from time to time, usually depending on the home I'm helping renovate.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I've checked some of those out. You do good work.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
home
you.
carpentry isn't really my speciality, but yeah.
I tinker in other things. I've enjoyed a little bit of metalworking here and there. Sometimes he'll kind of start to ramble on about like getting on lathes and stuff, doing some machine work. He hasn't really done a lot of blacksmithing though. For some reason, he finds it calming whenever he has messed with it.
Yeah, it's in your blood. But to be able to take metal and shape it. Not that there's anything wrong with wood shaping. I made a beautiful wooden boat one time. So well designed, you could fold it up and put it in your pocket.
Well, all right. Like he's thoroughly enjoying listening to this, but he's also just like, he wants to be skeptical, but he's like, after seeing Connor and all this, it's kind of hard not to buy it.
Yeah, that, and you've got a gun that poops bullets, so, that ain't natural.
No,
Uh,
not in the slightest.
all right, help me out with the pronunciation of this guy's name. Was it Borkor?
I want to say it's Borkor or something of that nature. Like it, looking at it, if it wasn't, if you didn't think of it, it would almost be, like, yeah, it'd have to be Borkor because
Unless the Norse have pronounced one of those letters weird or something.
probably.
Well, when they pronounce it weird, they have like a slash or an umlaut or something.
Well, they pronounce their
There's
J's like Y's, though. There's nothing special to note that. That's just how they pronounce their J's.
That's fair.
Well, lad, my name is Borkor.
He would smile. He'd smile and extend his hands.
He shakes your
Well,
hand.
it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Yeah, I'm pleased with you. You're a side project that seems to be working out very well.
Oh, glad I can please somebody these days.
I don't know. The city seems to be pretty happy to have you, and your band. They're an eclectic bunch. Do you know who I am?
Oh, I'm slowly painting that picture.
All right, research your Norse stories.
He'll kind of look him up and down one more time. I'm going to take a stab and say you're one of the many dwarves that appear in Norse tales.
I and my brother are probably the two of the most famous ones. That'd be your uncle, of course.
Okay. Yeah, the dwarves actually forged Thor's hammer. Okay.
Yes, that was the third gift. The longboat that I mentioned earlier, and a wig made of gold. Now that took some fine work.
To be fair, I can only imagine. I've talked to a jewelsmither once or twice, and getting gold to stretch that thin, I can. I don't know if I had the patience to do it.
It helps
So
when you're
gooder.
immortal.
Fair.
The hammer would have been beautiful too. But Loki had to go and start biting your uncle. Trying to sabotage it so he wouldn't have to pay. Bastard.
Yeah, I remember that in the story.
But I laid powers on it, so it still became the greatest of the gifts, so. Trying to think about it, I think he still stiffed me for part of the payment. Anyway.
Probably. No, Loki.
So you know how things wrap up for us, right?
Ah, yes. If memory serves, the end of times will come. Ragnarok will descend upon us, and it'll be time for the great warriors from Valhalla to descend to defend the realm and fight alongside Odin, along with the other many with the other Norse gods.
Yep. They say we're all doomed, though. Only specific members of the Aesir really know what awaits them. The rest of us just assume it's going to be bad. Always keep that in mind, but don't let it get to you too bad. But
To be
understand what you're
fair,
being
I like.
swept up in is important.
Okay.
With these little visits, I'm supposed to like assign you a task or something to prove your worth. But it seems like you're already kind of caught up in something. So,
Well, if there's something particular I need to do for you, just say the word and I'll do what I can.
I'm limited on what I actually know for certain.
Okay.
But certain forces, powers, and principalities are beginning to look at your city. Not much as happens as that beastie rose up out of the water a few years back.
Hmm.
You know, it's been kind of quiet here as the city has built itself up rather. But now it's coming under scrutiny. Your band is not the only band active in the area.
Oh.
Let's just say the other side has people active.
Fair enough. Here's I'd hope and tell me I could find a few more allies in this endeavor.
Oh, there may be some. I know one of Julius's kids is running around.
Anything particular I need to look out for? Characteristic wise, in his way?
I've never met the man, so I don't know. You know, he's on our side so far as I know. I mean, I just know.
Fair enough.
I just know there's one of Julius's scions living in the city.
I'll keep an ear out for him. Hopefully we can talk him to staying with our side.
But best I can gather, though, this other band is well, they're like yours. They've only recently had their visitation. You know, I'll try to drop you a warning if I hear of anybody too big and bad heading your way.
Well, that'd be greatly appreciated.
I mean, you know, you have to fight your own battles, but I wouldn't send you in anything suicidal.
Well, I appreciate that thought at least. Well, I'll be honest, if I'd known you was coming, I would have at least made sure to buy you something a little bit better. Maybe actually, get some good true mead. He kind of points to like around the kitchen, like, unfortunately, I don't really have no good expensive alcohol for you to enjoy.
Oh, it's all right, lad. Here, try some of this. He pulls out a flask.
Oh, why not? Takes
Uh,
a swig.
And that's where Robert's night ends.
Robert wakes
I
up on
was
the
about to
couch
say-
the next day.
I was about to say, usually dwarven ale is some of the strongest crap. It'll knock you
You
flat.
remember, you remember taking the initial swig,
Mhm.
and you remember that you realize that you're obviously your father now. You remember him starting to ask you questions about the fight that went down, the stuff with the alpha dogs, and y'all it's just a swapping of some stories at that point. You remember taking a few more swigs, and you don't remember exactly what all of his stories were, or exactly what you told him. And then you wake up on the couch with a headache. The end table, there's a glass of water and some aspirins on the end table.
He'd be like, well, at least he's considerate. He's he slowly gets up, takes the aspirin, washes it down, looks around, starts turning off any lights and shuts any blinds. Like, I'm just gonna lay down. But he does like put a like alarm on his phone for meeting up with Talarius, and then like, I hope I hear this later. Click.
Yeah, you woke up around 9 or so you can sleep for another hour or two. Then get
Oh
up.
yeah, he'd been like, yeah, an hour nap sounds good. Goes back over.
For the rest of you, you get up and you're, where you had hit all the local news stations the night before. You've hit some of the national news by the next morning.
God damn it, NBC.
Well, it was one of their affiliates burned down, so at least I think it was NBC.
Yeah.
So yeah, the footage from outside is everywhere. Have you posted, Talarius, have you posted your footage yet?
They are still working on that.
Okay.
They're like their high concept right now is it's like Call of Duty but real life.
Call of Duty.
I love Hilarious.
It's just the fight, but it's like the fight, but it has like Call of Duty sounds as it's going on.
Oh, good grief.
Does it have a HUD display like overlaid on
Yes.
it somewhere? Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's gonna take a little extra work to get done. So it'd probably be done. They'd probably work on it for a little longer after they spoke to their mother, and then go to bed, wake up around 10ish, get breakfast,
Super early for
and then
them.
wake. Yeah, it's super early for them, but they called a meeting at 12, so they're gonna wake up and meet their obligations.
As Sasha leaves her house her apartment the next morning, there is
She's
just a mass of people outside.
She's gonna she's leaving Smoochums at home.
Mm.
She has a hoodie and she's like disguising herself and trying to go out the back way.
Hey, with a
There's a few people out the back way,
Uh,
and they're having a
like
debate
she-
on whether or not we should be up front. Well, yeah, but if she sees everybody up front, she may come this way.
She has disguised herself to look very masculine.
Would it be
So let they look
possible
up when you
for
come out, and they're
Robert
like,
to
okay.
message her?
What was that?
Oh, sorry. I was asking if it'd be all right for Robert to message her.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd probably be getting a text of, so do you still want to ride or you gonna walk?
There's a lot of people around my apartment. I'll walk a couple blocks and meet you at, and puts in a shop or something for a meetup point.
He'd be like, all right, I'll see you over there.
A gas station.
Yeah.
But anyway, you slip out the back door. A couple people see you.
I think she went that way.
And you hear one of them as you're trotting off, going, "Well, she can change her shape. I mean, that dude could have been her. You don't know. How will we even recognize her when she walks out?"
The world may never know.
Yep.
Let's see, Jaden. Where did remind me, Rat? Where does Jaden live?
I'm just in an apartment in town.
Okay. And did you go back to there, or did you go back with Telarius?
Oh no, she went back to her place.
Okay. There's some people outside when you get up. Best you can tell, other people in the apartment have been online talking about, the fact that you live there.
People ratting you out.
But it's not the man, you didn't go home and have a squad of people following you home, so not as many people are talking about it.
Yeah.
But people are asking for autographs. People are, trying to run up and get kind of selfies with you, or they only get so close though if you've got Spruce with you, because he starts growling.
Yeah, she would take Spruce with her. Personal bodyguard.
All the heads are growling because this is too many people, and they come charging up at you. Do you stop to talk to any of them, or do you just kind of mow your way
Keep
through?
on walking.
Minding my business. That's what I'm doing.
There's some outside Telarius' apartment. Just because,
not going
as
outside,
much
it's fine.
recording as you do, surely at some point you record yourself coming in and out of the building, so you're not hard to
Yeah, of
find.
course. Sure.
Connor would run into the same thing. He doesn't have the distinguishing pet or anything, but he's been on the news multiple times giving his name, so.
Mm-hmm.
But with Connor, a couple of reporters are out there representing, some of the local stations have people kind of out there trying to catch you. And a couple of the cable news stations have people out there wanting to talk to you. Do you step out and talk to them, or do you just, spring off your roof with your staff?
Parkour!
Basically, do you go talk to them, or do you avoid them?
Well, he'll stop for a second. He's like, "Can I help you all?"
And they all just kind of press forward, asking, shouting questions at the same time.
One at a time. Left to right.
Once again, they're asking, what's the name of your band? The cable guys bring up Wukong's name almost immediately. But they've had staff doing research overnight to try to pin down who y'all might belong to. And the staff's pretty distinctive.
Yeah.
They start asking about members of your band. Who's Jaden's parents? Clearly she's tied to the Greeks because they saw her with the three-headed dog. Is that the actual Cerberus, or
Well, in answer, he'll go, "Getting there could be, not sure."
One of them has the same kind of question about Sasha and her pet. It's clearly Egyptian, but
To that one, he just sort of gives a faint grin. He's like, "Now, if y'all excuse me, I have a morning run to catch. Gotta keep this body in shape,
As you turn it right away, one last reporter, one of the local ones, is like, "Do you have a tail?" And the other reports,
No, he actually will stop, turn around, and just point at that reporter's like, "I like you. Feel free to write the tale." And using the other terminology, and then staff extends and up on the rooftops, and he's off running.
all the camera guys are like, "Ooh!" And you hear a chorus of "Did you get that?" from the reporters.
So I had to. He's just like, "Do you have a tale?" I was like, "Feel free to write it."
I mean, it was a good comment.
Yeah.
It was very newsworthy.
Robert, as you leave, nobody's gathered outside your house yet.
Hmm.
Though you notice an unusual number of your neighbors are all out on the porches as you're leaving. You know, and everybody
mean-
waves at you as you go by.
I mean, he wouldn't really think nothing of it. Be like, oh, well, okay,
Just,
a little friendlier than normal, but okay.
Well, a lot of them will wave at you. It's just that everybody directly around you all seem to be out at the same time when you leave.
It's a little sus.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Everyone's being so nice this morning.
This is strange.
What do they
I'm in
Now,
want?
a lot of your neighbors
anger.
are like a little older, maybe, so maybe they just haven't been blabbing on social media about knowing you as much.
Mhm.
Probably.
But so this is where we're gonna wrap, as y'all have made national news, and you all now have one legend.
Woo!
We're now heroes.
You're now heroes.
Okay.
Awesome.
As
You
I
haven't
realize it is
actually,
9
you have
o'clock,
not
so-
actually wrapped up the Alpha Dogs thing yet.
Mm.
Mhm.
But I've realized that if y'all gonna fight James, y'all need to be a little stouter. So anyway, I need y'all to
I need
be
to give you guys
heroes for
some
that conclusion.
skills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, at least he's being considerate in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind a TPK, but not in the first storyline of the campaign.
Not in single-digit episodes.
No. We need to be double digits, so at least I know you're good and attached to your characters.
You
Uh-huh.
know,
Form that
like
The
bond.
tears taste
episode
better when I drink them that way.
25. Like episode 25. That's when I'll TPK your group.
That's when I'll send the Kraken.
So anyway, I hope y'all
Guys,
had
fun
fun.
from the lake.
I had fun. Certainly had fun running it. I hope anybody that was watching us or comes by and watches us later enjoyed it. We had somebody in the chat whose name I did not recognize ask a question up early.
I usually have chat open, but I can't do it with my computer anymore.
Well, they just popped in and asked what game we were playing, and I told them. And then when I described it as Demigods of the Modern Day, they told me that they were familiar with it.
Yeah.
That's the one bad thing about going from vampire to this is we just have to put the generic tabletop RPG up.
We lost all our notoriety.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a big difference what game you're playing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, you'll just have to restart the family afterwards.
That's it.
I have to decide whether I want to do V20 or V5 then.
No idea what the difference is in these games.
Well, they did release the thing with the Ravnos and the Salubri.
Yeah, but they're still doing that, squeezing all the other clans' power. You know what? Let's not get into this.
No, let's go.
I read it.
Renting.
I read it too. I'm also mad about that.
I have not read through it in detail. I just know they did it the same way they were doing like the Asimite stuff. It's like
Yeah.
I don't care for that. But anyway, other shows. That's what I need to talk about. So tomorrow we should have Monster of the Week run by V. That me and Deca are players in. Thursday, Maddie runs her Descent into Avernus. Then we skip Friday and we have the Stolen Cities on Saturday. Off for Sunday, and then back Monday with Heath's Troubleshooters. They are in their last few episodes. I don't know exactly what number, but
I think it's like one of two left.
okay. So the absolute last couple.
Yeah.
And then we will be back Tuesday at 6. 6 Central Time. With the World War Scion 2nd Edition. So we will see y'all then.
Night.
Let's see. Where's my ending?